observing. You have to act, but the threat is unnerving. So little hope, tempted and by despair. It's the end of your rope, and you're all out of prayers. That's when we need refuse all surrender. Refuse when the world needs. We have to defend her. Defend. We have to defend her.
Hello! We are live with Defenders of Phandelver. You are here for our season finale, episode 10. This is our season finale, and then we'll be taking a short break. I am really excited because we have an amazing show for you all today. But before we begin, I just want to give a big shout out to the amazing people who make this show possible, Forgotten Adventures. Forgotten Adventures makes the best tokens, map assets, and battle maps that there are out there in the VTT space. That's virtual tabletop. So if you're playing digitally, or if you're using like one of those cool TV screens on your dining room table, like I do to play D&D, their maps, their tokens and stuff, really helpful, and they look gorgeous. They're the ones who make this show possible. They give us funding to be here. They help us get all of these awesome art, and they also make custom tokens and stuff like that for us. So we really appreciate it. Check out Forgotten Adventures. Okay, we have a few things to go into announcements-wise before we begin, but we have an amazing show for you today. The very first thing, let's dive into comments. We get comments on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for leaving comments. Make sure you subscribe because we are less than 200. We are actually less than 150 away from hitting 1,000 subscribers, which is a really big milestone for us because it means we can get our channel partnered, and that would help us start getting like ad revenue, which would help us make more episodes and more shows and things like that. So we'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. We've been getting a ton of comments from one person, that is RTF MTech. They've commented on tons of episodes of Fears and Fortunes, and now they've started their binge watch through of Phandelver. They first comment they left on, I think, the first episode is, this show makes me want to start a new series that goes through D&D campaigns and discuss what is and isn't war crimes. Honestly, that could be very helpful. I encourage you to do that. Yeah. Is it a war crime? That will be part of our Q&A probably. Speaking of, we're going to be doing a Q&A next week. So if you want to ask us a question, go to our YouTube and leave it in the form of a comment on this episode, or really any episode of Defenders of Phandelver, and we will be answering it next week. RTF also posted that Dragon's Breath was amazing. For those who didn't spot it, I had a cool dragon breath effect when the dragon sprayed poison breath. It went like this. It was like, rah! Just, you know, it was fun. I only did it once, but you know, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then their last comment was, that intro, I don't know what you're talking about. The intro is completely normal. It's just a normal end-to-end intro. You know, sometimes we have technical problems, but you know, it's not a big deal. Next comment we got, this is actually a more critical comment, and that's okay. That was from Bill Blass, who was explaining that we did the dual wielder feat wrong. Basically, there was some mix up between Carrie and I about what the dual wielder feat could do. Last week they were able to make an attack, and then with their second attack, or their offhand attack, they were able to like cast a cantrip or something like that. That is only actually for the Eldritch Knight, which in 2024, which Daniel, the DM, is playing in Fears and Fortunes, and I think that rubbed off on all of us. So Carrie, no fault to you for it, because I didn't even question it when you said it. I was like, that sounds right. That's 2024 for you. So hey, we appreciate you pointing us out this kind of thing. You know, I know some channels are like, don't correct us. You can correct us. If I disagree with you, or if I decide to homebrew it, that's fine. I'll let you know. But yeah, next comment we got was from Witty Ozymandias. Said, sad to hear the final arrives at the same time as I'm excited. How long of a break until next season? So generally we try to aim for about a month. That gives us time to make new art assets and things like that. That's what I'm aiming for. So hopefully we should be back around the first week of August. Of course, as we get close, we're gonna start posting stuff, basically letting people know what the premiere date is for season 2. And that also goes for Fears and Fortunes as well. There's actually a whole bunch of improvements we wanna make on the show, thanks to some of the support we've been getting. And just stuff that after doing this first season, we've learned, and we're like, we should do this and that. We should improve the show in a myriad of ways. So that's what we'll be working on during the break. Plus, there's some maps and tokens that need to get made for season 2. So yeah, that's where we'll be. As always, if you want to leave comments, go to our YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Okay. Elsewhere. Reminder that our awesome song is on Spotify right now. The intro song, you can go listen to it if you follow that QR code. And now I have some fan art by the wonderful Karis. I know our players love to see this kind of thing. It fills my heart every time we get fan art. But yeah, this is an amazing piece. So good. Gonna just zoom in on that.
I'm gonna cry again. Stop this.
Yeah, some tears just before we get started, huh?
This is so sad.
Is it sad, really?
No, it's not sad.
It's a good sad. Okay, that's fair.
You make me solid.
It's right in the feels. Right in the feels.
Yeah,
God
really
damn it,
great work.
Also, Nick saying it's sad and Nick being the one crushing us, like with that vibe.
Yeah,
I rewatched it because I rewatched all the episodes before the thing, and I was just in my room sobbing, and I was like, God damn it, you make me cry.
Yeah, no, I feel the same.
That was amazing.
I love how Nick was able to make all of us cry by crying in that episode. Made it very dramatic. Thank you, Karis Alexandra, for this amazing piece of art. We'll post it to our group so our players can make it their phone wallpaper and things like that. If you have fan art you want to make,
pictures.
if you have fan art you want to submit, share to us via our Discord, or you can reach out to us on social media. We'd always appreciate it. This piece was made by Karis Alexandra with help from Android Grace. Android Grace and her have been making tons of fan art for us, which they don't need to do. It's not part of the work they do for us, but we really appreciate it. And lately they've been collaborating, which is awesome. They get to break our hearts a little bit more every week. Okay, that is that. One last big announcement. At the end of today's episode, we are giving away a copy of Foundry Virtual Tabletop. That is what we use to control all of our maps and things like that. We are also giving away a copy of the Phandelver and Below Shattered Obelisk module. It's the official module that was made for Foundry. This module we use as well to help prep our games. So at the end of today's episode, I'll be giving everybody a command to post into chat. Post that into chat, and one lucky winner will be drawn. And I'm going to also see if we can do one for YouTube, but I will let you know in the comments on YouTube if we're doing that. But yeah, we're going to be giving away. This module is really helpful. It allows me to see all of the stat blocks straight out of the campaign without having to import anything. It also gives me like layouts of all the battle maps, and the entire compendium of what's in the book is just literally one click away. I'm able to get to it. Helps planning for this campaign much easier thanks to that. So yeah, really appreciate it, and thank you for the gift. The wonderful people Foundry provided this to us. We appreciate their support, and honestly, I've been using Foundry ever since I started doing virtual tabletop, and I have never even considered using a different VTT because I love it that much. Okay, that is everything. So now we have to begin. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay, let's see. We need something appropriate. Let's see. Okay. The last time we played, you guys were in the middle of tense combat. And that puts us right here. So, you had uncovered... well, let's go around the map real quick. Here, you set fire to the hallway, throwing some oil that Penny brought to sort of close off these enemies. You then began to flank. Navarra got in position. Leo went up to open this curtain and find, to see what's behind there so she could maybe cast a spell or throw oil and set that area on fire. As she opened it, however, she quickly made eye contact with Iarno, the Glasstaff, this person who was supposed to be helping Gundren Rockseeker, but has instead betrayed them and is likely responsible for them getting captured in the first place. Just recently, they also stabbed Leo and left them to die in a burning building. So, yeah, some bad blood there. The moment you spotted them, they casted a fireball, which is going to hit Penny, Leo, and Navarra. And if it hits, which according to your saving throws, it definitely does. If it hits, you guys will all be knocked unconscious instantly. Penny only being 2 away from insta-death based on their HP. Elsewhere, Valandor, you're on your way back. You've suffered some injuries, but you're about around at half health. Alu, you're also at half health and basically waiting for any enemies to come through this area. So, is there anything we want to do as this fireball comes lunging towards you all?
I would like to ult and ult cast Hold Person on Iarno. What would that do?
Ult cast Hold Person, unfortunately, because the spell's already been cast,
Right.
it wouldn't stop their fireball from going off.
Can I do... Okay, so... I will do that if/after the fireball goes off then.
You'll be
And get back up.
unconscious.
Wait, the ult doesn't get you back up?
The ult can get you back up, but then you would have your turn, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the ult, you're thinking of the first time Navarra used their ult.
Yes.
That's because they were down in death saves. They used their
Yes.
ult, and that did bring them back up with a surge of energy. They got a bunch of their health
Right.
back. But ults, basically, for the audience's knowledge. By the way, actually, before I continue on this, just a reminder, if you want to help, what is that? There it is. The way our ults work is very simple. If you donate, or if you give bits, or if you use channel points and use the hashtags you see on screen for Alucor, Navarra, Valandor, Penny, or Leo, that increases their bars. And when their bars reach max, they're able to use that to do an ultimate. The ultimates, mechanically, what they do is pretty nebulous. I base it on the character, the situation. So it's going to be something helpful. If you have an idea of what you want to do, let me know. Generally, these ults do a lot of damage, or they do a lot of healing. And you can also use them outside of combat. So if you want to use them on a proficiency check for cooking, for example, I'll give you the cooking fee and you'll become an expert cook overnight because you've used that ult on something mundane like that. So with that said, what would you like to do with the ult?
New plan.
New plan?
Can I use this ult as a greater portent where
Sure.
the fireball is a premonition?
Sure. Okay, so what we see happen from the audience's perspective, we see Leo open this curtain, and as they do, the moment you open it, this fireball comes soaring out and it detonates in the middle of the room, rupturing with fire. Alucor is the only one not hit by this, and Valandor, they both see columns of fire rush through the hallways, and they see the three of you all unconscious on the ground. that's what we as the audience see play out, as suddenly that flashes through Leo's mind, and we end up right back where we were just before you opened the curtain. Leo, your hands on the curtain, sweat coming down your head. You can still feel the flames charring over your body. You know that behind this curtain, Iarno has a fireball ready to cast. He is using it as a held action. If he sees someone open through this door, he is casting fireball. It is at the start of your turn once again. What would you like to do?
Navarre, get back. Penny, go in that room.
What do you mean?
Penny, you're muted. Or just very quiet.
I might just be very quiet.
Okay.
He's going to cast a spell. I know it. Just trust me.
He's behind there?
Yes. Don't open it. Question, George. New question. Since I have seen where he is from a premonition, could I cast Hold Person? Because I know exactly where he is in that room.
I would say, well, Hold Person, you need to be able to see them.
Right.
But they did
And that
see
premonition.
them.
You can shoot this down.
I will say if you want to make a spell casting ability check, I'm going to say the DC will be 15. But so that would be just your intelligence, basically your spell casting ability score. So I believe that might be intelligence plus your proficiency bonus. I'll double check. But if you fail, then the spell takes no effect. You would still have used an action. If it succeeds, then yes, using what you saw in your vision, you're able to cast this since you saw him essentially with your third eye.
Right. Okay. I think I need to send it.
Okay, let me just double check your. So you have a it's a +3. So you have a +3 to this roll. You have to beat a 15. So you need a 12 or higher on the die.
Okay. Because it's not with proficiency bonus as well, right?
No, it is just a spellcasting ability check.
Okay. Okay. 14! That's a 17.
Awesome. So you cast this. One moment. Okay. You cast Hold Person. You feel this tightening. They have to make a save. So let me just check. This is the next side of this. I'm going to say they're going to have disadvantage on this because they have no idea a spell's even being casted on them. So that's going to be, let's see.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. They have a +3 to their wisdom saves.
They need a 10 or higher.
Yep. Okay. Disadvantage. That is a 13.
Can I use a portent?
Portent?
I have a portent.
Oh, yeah. If you have a portent, you can still use it. Yeah.
Yep. I'm using my portent.
What did you get on the portent?
A 3.
A 3. They go, but you've seen this happen before. You didn't know what you were. You remember seeing yourself, like in a dream, put your hands on this curtain and cast the spell, but you didn't understand what you were doing. It was sort of like a fog, but now it suddenly becomes very clear as your spell works its way into Iarno's mind and they are held still. If you open the curtain, the spell, I believe, will still go off because they are essentially just holding it. However, at the end of their turn, they went just before you. At the end of that, if they have still, at the end of that, they lose the spell. So by their next turn, if they haven't done anything with it, it's gone.
So if we go in through any other room, like any other entrance.
There's still the pathway that Alu was at.
Yeah, okay.
But that's filled with fire.
Right. We can work with that. That's okay. That's fine.
It's
fine. Really fine. Everything.
bit of
Okay. No, that's good. Okay. I'm going to back away from the curtain
Okay.
and beckon Navarra to follow.
Yeah, Navarra immediately follows.
I'm
What are we
grabbing
thinking
Penny's
here?
hand. What? We cannot go through that curtain. Okay.
Great.
We can go in any other way
The other
Trust me.
ways.
if we can get the fire down.
Oh, wait. Let's get the fire down, but there's someone who's. They go straight up to Alucor and says, like, I feel like there's something that you want to take that rage out on.
And
What happened? What do you mean?
it's a
That
long
one.
story.
You know that one, the what is his name? Goodness.
Oh,
The one that
Yana.
trapped you. Yes. That one that trapped you. He's in that room.
And he's.
And we can
I'm
let
gonna-
you go through this.
You need to go through the side.
I'm
The side
telling you
that
this.
Navarra
because-
Like
just
a-
set on fire.
Yeah.
Alright.
Navarra is just like looking at Alucor really closely and just like he's held by some magic. I will explain later. They knew that they were in there, by the way, and they're held perfectly for you. I'm gonna get this fire down if you want to go ahead.
With whatever intensity Navarre is looking at Alu with, the moment they say that it's Yarno, he will meet that intensity with this stare. And just say, not just for me, look at Leo for us. For all of us.
Only letting you have the first punch, and then like goes to the fire. Can they use their cape to like start smothering it?
Yeah, they can. Absolutely. You head over to the flint. Well, technically, it's not your turn. On your turn, you can.
Oh yeah,
So.
I didn't realize we were in snow combat.
Yep. Still in combat.
Did she do an action? Or because did you set it on fire, or did we like? Because you brought me over.
She set it on fire, and then she got into place over here.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let her back up as part of your ult, basically, just to reposition. That's why I put her over here. I can't move her the full distance to Alucor, but
Right.
we'll assume that she's like saying this down the hall as Alucor is like looking back, and you're explaining that you have him held. That brings us to Valandor's turn.
Also, George, your camera's frozen. at the
Oh
moment.
no, not my
You look
camera.
very intense.
So sorry. You look very
You look
very
great.
stoic.
Very
It's-
intense.
It's frozen at like the
Personality.
perfect. Yeah, frozen at the perfect time.
Hello. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Alucor, Valandor, it's your turn.
I'll just if they're kind of like talking through the hallway and sort of like having this moment, I'll say that I definitely hear it as I walk up towards them. How many? Yeah, I guess I'll just like to get to that door in between Penny and Navarra.
Okay, give me one moment. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you here? Or are you trying to get, like, where are you trying to get to?
Just really where everybody is.
Okay.
Yeah, as close as possible to where everybody is, and then I'll hold an action. I'll just hold one of my one of my arrows, firing
Okay.
one of my arrows through the curtain in case anything comes at us.
Okay,
Head
you
on.
hear them saying that there's someone on the other side of the curtain. You get here, you're pressed up against the wall. Actually, I'll say if you go here, you can get partial cover on these stones.
Do you mind if I could see that, George? Sorry, I think it's.
I think it's also frozen.
Oh no! What? Okay, sorry guys. Why is it being? Yeah, I had a momentary. There we go. Okay,
All the fire.
All better.
there we go. So Valandor, I'll say you can get to that pile of debris and use that as partial cover, if you
Okay,
want. And so you are watching through that doorway. Okay. Got it. That is your turn. That brings us to Penny.
Actually,
Oh yeah.
you know what, George? I'm so sorry. On my way, can I just sort of look at everyone? Like, how's Penny looking? How's Navarra and Leo?
Leo looks shaken up, but Leo and Penny both look completely safe. Navarra looks similar to you and Alucor in that they've been through it.
So who? All right, gang. Who needs that healing?
I'm at full health. I thought I was gonna die, but we're good.
Okay, then we're good. Then we'll proceed as planned.
Okay.
If anything, Navarro will point at Alucor.
She's gonna
Alucor-
point at Navarra.
God damn.
Wait, I gotta touch you. I gotta touch you. So.
It's like the Spider-Man meme, and just like.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just sort of like on the way up, I could probably see Alucor through the distance. And just kind of look at him. Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. We've got a long fight ahead.
All right. And then I'll just draw the arrow, just hang out there. So yeah, proceed, Mr. George. Thank you.
Okay. Penny, it's your turn.
Penny, upon the assistance of Leo, being very confused about what she's talking about behind the curtain, she's just gonna fully get into the other room with Alucard, and it's just like into the weird sleeping area. Just kind of be like, okay, are you good? I'm gonna look at Alucard. I'm assuming he looks better now because they did the finger touch thing where they pointed at each other and now they're better. Okay. Penny's gonna look down the hallway of the fire. Does she see like anyone still coming out of that door? I'm assuming that the curtain's gone because it's
The curtain is gone. Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Does she see anyone else come out of the room or something?
No one's come out of there yet. You just see flames, the oil's lit. It doesn't even look like it. You don't see like any like bodies or any like signs of anyone even being there. Just the curtain that's been burned away.
I mean, Penny doesn't really have anything that she can use to assist in deflaming. She's pretty good. Penny's just gonna hunker down and watch the door as like make sure that no one comes around the corner just in case. And ready like a mine sliver or something if someone pops through the fire door.
Okay, there is a door behind you, by the way.
That one's
leads to
better
parts
maybe to
unknowns. Say what?
Maybe that's a better one to watch.
Okay.
Penny's gonna look at that one and ready a mine sliver as just like a slap if anyone comes through. Just, okay, new room. That's on fire.
Got it.
Focus.
Okay, that brings us to Alucor's turn.
Okay, if I position myself like facing down that hallway with the fire, would I be able to use gust to try and extinguish it?
Yeah. Give me a perception check as well.
Got it. It's a 23.
You also, so yes, you can use gust to extinguish it. You also notice there is a bugbear. Like you just see like the tufts of their fur on the edge of this corner. You can tell, and since you've had up close encounters with them, even recently, you can tell that there's one waiting down this hallway.
Got it. I'll kind of do like a whispered word to the folks in the other room. It's a bugbear around the corner, waiting down the hallway.
Do you
but
want more oil?
I don't think it affected them. They're just waiting. I see his fur. And I'll go ahead and cast Gus. Now will gather his hands and push air down that hallway.
Okay. You push air down the hallway. The flames like billow out. This bugbear like hunkers down to not be hit by them. And as they're doing that, one moment. Let's see that. Okay. Yeah. As they're doing that, the flames do go out, and I'm just having trouble removing them. Where did they go? Okay. I'll get to that in a second. But is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I want to move right back to that same position I was at, just like around the corner of that hallway.
Okay.
Or yeah, like right
Got
on
it.
the cusp of that like turn.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
You hunker down. That brings us to okay. With the flames down, you hear someone yelling. It's I'm trying to think. You speak Goblin, Alu, so you hear someone yelling, "Yarno, do you see anyone? Yarno!" As the bugbear yells to Yarno and receives no answer as Yarno's completely held. With that, bugbear is going to... I'm gonna roll for it. How stupid are they?
Really stupid. Like, so stupid.
So dumb.
Like, so stupid?
So dumb.
Yeah, dude, it's in the book.
Smooth brain.
It's first page.
Yeah. Before you adventure, these bugbears are pretty stupid.
Yeah. Smooth
Not
brain,
that
no
stupid.
wrinkles. Whoa! He went to
They-
Juilliard.
Damn, we got his masters and everything.
Yeah,
Scholarship,
shit.
too.
They are going to
On
take the
scholarship?
hide action. Let's see.
He's a
that's
TA.
gonna
He
be-
knows all about hiding. Bugbears in Mensa.
Okay. All right, that is their turn. That brings us to Okay, that brings us to Navara.
Oh, perfect. They will get to Alucor.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you there. Actually, that's right on top
Awesome.
of them. So 25 gets you there.
Got it. And then fire is out.
Yes.
Okay. We won't know that they're hiding, but they know that the bugbear is in that corner.
Yes. I'm sorry, that would be 20 feet. So you have another 10 feet. What do you want to do?
Another 10 feet. I can't get in there. Shoot. Since they can't get in there, they can't really do much. So for now, they are they're gonna lay on hands on themselves to get some HP back.
Okay.
And everyone still has bless. Yeah, they'll do bless for their action, and that'll be their turn.
Okay. You do bless. Got it. Okay. One moment. That brings us to okay. That brings us to Leo, your turn.
Did you
This
roll?
10 standoff you guys have between the final enemies.
Did you roll to?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I did a little bit of reading. And is so holding an action means you're just gonna do it later on, right?
Right.
But if he's incapacitated, he can't take an action.
That is correct. So if he's held, my thing was that he had already casted the spell. So if you're going to cast the
Right.
spell as a hold action, the spell slot does get used regardless of whether you actually cast it. So
My second question
yes.
is, would that be considered, would you be maintaining concentration on this held spell for the entirety of the turn until you're able to cast it?
Technically, yes. So technically, and I was corrected on this via message just a moment ago, technically hold person would have ended the spell.
Okay.
You wouldn't be 100% sure of that in the moment, so
Right.
we're going to let that slide. But
Yeah.
regardless, his fireball has already been wasted.
Has been cast. Okay.
He can't use it because his turn was before yours. So he
Okay.
had one turn to use it, and since
Right.
it wasn't triggered, it's gone.
Okay. Okay. Okay then. New question. Did I feel any sort of severance of the spell?
You did not.
I did not.
Give me a perception check
Okay.
or insight.
They are the same. So let me find your dice. And let me roll. Oh wait, no, I
So
can roll
tight.
this. Perception. Where is it? I can't read. Oh my god, that's a 9.
You still got him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting this. I'm gonna go open the curtain so that people can take shots at him. Guys, get over here right now, please.
You open the curtain.
Another room.
They are completely still.
Hello there.
I should let you know that any melee attack made against them at this time, melee, would be an auto crit.
I would just
get in there.
I would just like to. How many steps would it be to get in there, stab him, and walk back out?
5, 10. So you already used 10 feet of movement. 15, 20 gets you there. You would have 10 more feet to get out past the curtain.
God.
Perfect. I would like to walk in and stab him in the gut.
Get his ass.
You pull out a knife, walk up, and it's just too perfect. As you walk up, pulling out this knife, you go to swing it, and at the last moment, you see them smile. As I will go ahead and reveal that now. They did make their save. As you go to stab them, you see him smile, and the bugbear, who was in hiding, will go ahead and make their attacks against you.
God.
This is going to be. Let me just double check real quick. That is a big old miss with a 9.
But absolutely cannot hit.
Let's see, one more. This one will be at normal now. Wow.
Still can't hit.
They come out swinging, and this is huge because for them, like, if a bugbear hits you with a surprise attack, it does 2d6 extra damage on top of whatever it was already going to do. So this bugbear comes out screaming, woof, and even though you're caught off guard, you like slide back almost like you've seen this play out before. The bugbear swings once, swings again, and you step back. You are now within melee of both Yarno and the bugbear. You still have an action and a bonus action.
Can I action disengage?
Yeah, you disengage. Where would you like to go? Just 10 feet
I want to
back?
go. I'm booking it back.
Yeah,
made a
you
mistake.
back up, run here, close the curtain.
Just run back tomorrow.
Anything you want to do as a bonus action. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Did you still hold an action, Valandor?
Oh.
Or did you use your action to heal?
I mean, muted, Jose.
Thank you. Sorry, I get so scared. I couldn't get to Alucor, so I couldn't heal. So I kept everything as is. So I was holding one of my arrows.
You can choose who you want to attack as you see Leo open the curtain, and you would have seen all of this play out. So whether you would have shot the man standing still with the staff or the bugbear who came out swinging moments later, that's up to you.
I think. Oh man. I think if we all went in there. Oh, wait, I saw the. Wait, so this is happening as Leo is walking into the room. So
Leo walked into the room, thinking that Yarno was paralyzed. Yarno smiled, and then the bugbear attacked.
Oh man. Then I'm just going to. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go straight to Yarno. I'm just gonna try
Go for
to
it.
shoot him in the eye. Right. Ooh, that's a 19.
19 hits.
Okay. Held actions, can I like if I have something attached as a bonus action from an action?
It would just
can
be
I
the
do-
one attack.
Just the one attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll just do that. Then for damage, that is 8 points piercing.
8 points. You see as the bugbear comes out, swings, Leo staggers back. You let an arrow out on the target you already had focus on, which was Yarno. Your arrow hits true. You see their mage armor attempts to deflect it, and it just pierces through it as magic shears off of them, and they take 8 points of piercing damage. That brings us, Leo, you close the curtain? Okay. Do you have a bonus action?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Valandor. Your turn.
Okay.
I can open the curtain for you again and then close it right after. With my bonus action.
So it'd be an action to open the curtain?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was saying,
Just-
could I use my bonus action from right
Oh,
before
got it, to, like,
Sure.
like,
for
open
me?
the curtain, then close
Yeah,
it
if
for
you
him?
want to do that, you absolutely could.
Give him line of sight and then take it right away from them?
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
allow it.
wonderful. I would like to do that, please.
Okay, then, yeah. And then if that's the case, I am going to, as soon as, like, Leo opens the curtain, I'll just take an arrow, I'll look over to Leo, and I'll just go... I just sort of, like, look at her, and when I focus, I'd like to alt as I shoot my arrow.
Oh, fuck. Okay. God damn it.
Let's fucking go.
All right. This is the kind of day we're having. Okay. Who are you? I'm guessing you're ulting on the Yarno?
Yeah, exactly. If I let go of the one arrow, we've been seeing bugbears. This is the only guy that I'm seeing that's a little bit different, holding a Glasstaff. So, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's right. You've never seen him.
Yeah, you haven't seen him.
Yeah.
I have not, correct.
And okay, yeah,
Kill
go for
me.
it. I would say roll the hit. You do have advantage.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's almost a natural 20. Okay.
Okay.
Both were 2s. Can I use
Both were-
inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 14.
14. I'm gonna say that does hit. You already punched through their mage armor. Damn, you're using an ult. How do I?
And I'm going to couple it with a couple of other little flavors, you know, because we got to add some flavor.
Yeah. What? So tell me, what does this ult look like? Oh, and actually, I'm sorry, guys. I completely messed up. Earlier.
Show Leo's.
Yeah, earlier. I'm sorry. It's just so much happening. Earlier.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Hey! Oh, that's awesome.
We had Leo seeing a premonition of everything that happens. And then following that, we had. Let me double check. Yeah, that's this one. Then following that, yeah, Valandor, what's your ult look like?
It's like the minute I knock the arrow and I look to Leo, since my hand is by my face, you see this little gemstone ring that I have on, and then it's like this like smoke comes out. It's like billowing black that begins to like caress around me. My hair begins to like sort of like instinctively through without gravity like lift up and begin to float as the black smoke grabs onto the arrow with my hand, pulls it back even further, and then creates 2 more black arrows adjacent to it. And in that moment I let go, and when I do, it's like it almost misses. It's like delayed sound, breaking the sound barrier almost. It's like arrow lets go and then and it fires straight at Yarno.
Okay, go ahead and roll your normal damage. And are you making? Do you have multiple arrows you shoot in one turn, or is it just one?
No. I was just following the art because I thought.
Yeah. No, you're good. Go ahead and
just-
roll the piercing damage.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a 4.
Okay, so that's a 4 for piercing damage, but now I need you to roll 6d8 as you fire that first arrow. In fact, I'm gonna say, because technically your attack missed, the first arrow shinks into the mage armor and bounces off. These next 3 that you're firing, those just hit. So it's that's gonna be a total 68, and that's necrotic damage.
Okay. 68, and I do have a bonus action.
Okay.
68. That's a
Yeah.
21.
21. 21 points hits into Iarno. You see this darkness flow through him. Black veins rise up from his chest where he's been hit. He staggers back, leaning on his glass staff in pain. What's your bonus action?
As the one arrow hits, the last thing he sort of sees is the arrow splinter, and I'm going to ensnaring strike that
Okay.
arrow. So
Got it. What's that
I
do?
need a strength saving throw. So essentially it'll restrain
Strength save. Good God. Okay.
Yeah, this nerd
Okay.
doesn't lift.
This nerd.
This nerd doesn't lift.
He does not lift.
Nerd is what I say right
What's he
before
have to
I
beat?
leave. A save
Go to the
of,
gym, get gains.
Spell save. It's a 12.
Okay, one moment. Just double checking in 12. Okay. So he has to roll a 11. No, he has to roll a 13 or higher. That is a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
And she can see him. Yes.
Yeah, you can see him. Okay, so he has to roll one more time.
I give
Okay,
Val my advantage.
that is a 12 minus. That's actually no. What did he roll? Yeah, he rolled a 13, so he gets just enough to save, but not 20. Leo, who do you give advantage to?
Val.
Okay, Val has advantage on their next thing. Is
shot the
it
kitten.
save or bust, Val?
It's it busts, so it doesn't take effect.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, these like black tendrils like almost like attempt to ensnare him, but they
George,
just sort
does
of,
he?
like,
Someone messaged me. George, does he fail because he is held? He was never held. After his turn, he made the saving throw.
Lied to me.
Right, I lied because I'm a
Deceiver.
liar.
We just played a really good game.
Iarno was
Like-
basically playing paralyzed, hoping that Leo would come in and try to take advantage of this, which
What
he
a
did.
fucking dick.
I hope you know that you've really succeeded in making all of us hate him so fucking much.
Yeah.
We are so done with his shit. You're such a good DM. I'm so mad.
That's really kind of you, even though it's filled with hate and malice.
It makes you a good DM.
Okay, let me just double check. I believe that is everything. Let me just make sure. So Valandor got their ult. That is, let's see. One moment. Okay, so Penny, that brings us to you.
Oh shoot. So they're taking pot shots at that guy.
And I
Penny
do
doesn't
see the help people have been throwing in, so I've been updating those.
I have advantage. I could. Oh, I'll give him disadvantage on the next one. I'm going to. Can I make it to pop my head out of like that little like? There's the hallway in between where Iarno and the rest of them are. Can I like pop my head out, fire off a spell, and then pop back in within my movement, or is that too much? Because I tucked myself into a corner.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets you there. If you want to like hide behind Valandor, you could. Or you could like get here, but you'd still be within line of sight.
That makes sense. If I do that, because I have a movement of 30, I could like just leave my head out, shoot it, and then go back behind. I just don't want to be fireballed.
You would still be very much in fireball range if they target this hallway.
Shoot. I'm using Valandor as a meat shield. I'll go behind him.
I would like to move. No, I'm just kidding. Just more as in like, oh, that's right. It's a fireball over here.
I made you a stuffed animal.
No, you're good.
Patty like slides up and like just kind of grabs the back of you to stop herself from moving. And just gonna pop her head out and fire off a mind sliver just to kind of be an annoyance to this man.
Okay.
He's got to make intelligence.
Okay. Intelligence. That is going to be.
Can't get higher than a 12.
Okay. He should be able to do that. Yes, with a 24. You try
I get
to
really mad.
like enter into their head, and instead you're like fed images back to you of the moment that they stabbed Leo, as they intentionally disrupt your spell with their malicious thoughts.
Oh.
So yeah, you get to see that play out. That brings. Is that your whole turn, or do you have a bonus action?
No, I fucking I think the only thing that I can take is just like I go up on my tiptoes. I'm assuming Valandor is much taller than me, and I whisper in Val's ear. I'm like, if you don't kill him in the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna do it for you, just so that you know. And then I like sit back down, just put my hands on his back. If he gets hurt, I'm gonna.
That's not terrifying. No.
No pressure.
Right, just it's like.
Then he sits back
like,
down and is
just so
doing
you
with
know.
the images. Then he sits back down and is doing with the images.
Yeah, I think just as wide-eyed as Valandor can be, just like, all right.
That brings us to Alucor.
Oh wow. There was a wolf. Did the wolf die?
The wolf ran away.
Okay.
You haven't seen it in like 2 turns.
And there was a lady, but we didn't see him in combat.
You have not.
initially.
No.
Oh, that's right.
If I was really trying to figure out what I want to do in my turn, and I just have more questions. I think
Answers fire.
I think I'm not looking super hot, so I'm gonna try Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And that is like my last spell slot, so I'm just gonna try that. That is a lot of healing.
Cure Wounds is 4d8. Oh, is it a higher level?
2. It's not all I have.
Okay.
Yeah, that is excessive. Fuck. I think if I like turn the corner in that hall there, can I do like a perception check to see if someone is hiding? Or if I hear anything?
If you want to go down this hall, you said?
Right.
If you get here, you go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. That was on 13 and it rolled to this and that one. That's
Nat 1. You get here and you don't detect anything. You see the bugbear though with their back to you as they try to like stagger back into cover. You see Yarno with arrows sticking out of them, and with black veins like soaring up their neck.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move back down in the hallway a little bit and look to go to, or effectively trying to go back to Navarre and be like, "Where's the wolf?"
You look back at Navarre and say, "Where's the wolf?"
Yeah, effectively.
Okay. You like whisper that down. That's your whole turn? Or are you staying there?
I think that's all I can do. I can't really do anything in a bonus action.
Okay. Do you want to stay here? You do have movement still.
I want to move like back to where Navarre is effectively.
Okay.
Like right next to.
You're like, I don't see the wolf. I don't see anyone else, just the bugbear and them in the other room. Okay. That brings us to, I guess I can unhide this guy now.
Wolf.
Okay. That brings us to our bugbear friend. They will yell a command. They're going to yell a command. It's sort of like it's sort of like a bark. He's almost yelling, and then he will charge forward through the curtain, and they will continue their attack on Leo. Let's see. That is going to be 12 to hit. I believe misses. Wow. This is... Wow. 13 misses, I'm guessing, too.
Oh my god! He indeed went to Juilliard.
Swings once, swings twice, misses. That brings us to...
leg day, and that's what happens.
When they issue that command, the dire wolf comes running out and gets here.
Oh shit.
And on their turn, the dire wolf will go ahead and attempt to bite Alucor.
That's so good.
That is
Coming
going
back
to
into the
be.
room.
Where's the wolf?
Where's the wolf? Right here.
I don't see the wolf.
Hi.
That's a 20
What
to
up,
hit
fam?
you.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, that hits.
Interception for the
Um,
damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is going to be a total of 8 damage. Wow. Did they really? Wow, they rolled a 4 and a 1. Okay. 8 damage. Let me just double check that.
That's 10 interception, so that's 0 damage.
Okay. I'm going to say then, Navarra, give me a strength saving throw as you intercept this completely.
That's a 7.
7. Navarra, you are knocked prone as the wolf is now essentially on top of you. You having
Fine.
intercepted the damage, but it's like jaws like biting down on your new glaive, unable to make it to your face. That brings us to your turn, Navarra.
To fight this back up, do I need to do a strength saving throw?
Yes, it would be well, I would say it'd be an athletics check to try to get it off of you.
Would that be my action?
Yeah, I would say it's that, or you could try to attack it.
With my glaive that's in its mouth?
Well, you're sort of like holding it back, so you also have your claws, or your sword.
Okay. They will go for their talon.
Okay,
Let's see. That's a 13 to hit.
13 misses. I believe you still have an
Then-
offhand, right?
Wait, that was the sword. Sorry.
Oh, that was sword. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then for their claws, hopefully. That's a 24 to hit.
Okay. As it's like biting on your glaive, you're like holding it up. You reach for your sword, swing and miss. And as it's like kicking and it like stomps the sword out of your hand almost. And so you let go, reach up, claw it, grabbing at its face. How much damage is that total?
That was 7 damage.
7 damage. Got it. You claw at its face. It lets out just a small yelp, but then focuses down on you again. I
They're
believe.
gripping at it, and they're just pulling at the fur, and they look at Alucor prone, like, here's the fucking dire wolf, and just like,
Yeah.
Where's the wolf?
That's so good.
That brings us to Iarno. Iarno will push this rock out of the way and reveal this hidden exit and is going to run.
Coward.
Nah.
Coward.
We hunted tonight.
Let's see. That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, if he runs away and we have to deal with him on a later time, like fucking Robotnik, not again. Not again.
Okay. They run, but you see them leaving a trail of blood as they go. That brings
going
us
hunting.
to Leo. Your turn.
Okay. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Is this a? No, this is. Oh no, that's a cube. Okay. I think I'm going to cast. Oh my god, I don't have anything that would really help. So if I were to mold Earth, where he is and make it difficult to rain, he can still make opportunity attacks, right?
The bugbear? Yes.
Okay.
You can also take your action to just disengage if you just
I
don't
think I'm
want
gonna
to
just disengage. I'm gonna
Okay.
disengage and book it closer. I'm pointing at the screen. I realize you can't see where I'm pointing to. I'm closer to the, not like tucked down into that corner so the dire wolf can't necessarily see me. Perfect.
Like here? Okay.
Yep.
You back up there. As you do, we'll say that your disengage is essentially molding Earth to like throw rocks into their eyes. It
Yeah.
blinds them for just a moment, and you back up to here. That brings us to Valandor.
I am going to. Can I see? Can I see the Glasstaff like from where?
You saw the Glasstaff run out this. I'm sorry. Let me just move you so you can see. There is this hidden entrance that you guys never found. They
But, like,
used
I
this to
couldn't see
escape.
him, like
Say
from
what?
the distance. Like I'm just saying
No,
from the
they
distance,
ran
if I
out
fire an
and then
arrow.
to the left.
Damn. Okay, then yeah, then I'll just back up.
Okay.
No, sorry, back up just more down the hallway, so like giving myself distance from the bugbear, and then I'm just gonna fire an arrow.
Okay, you back up to here. Go for it.
19.
19. That does hit.
Okay. Then that is 7 points piercing.
Okay. Got it.
And... Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is at the start of my turn. I always forget about that. That is. Oh man. Technically. Sorry, George. Can I see the? Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll just no. I'll. If I fire the arrow, it's like I like to think of it as like I moved 15 feet back, fired the arrow, hit, and then I just stayed put. So I'm kind of where that door is, if possible.
Like right here?
Yeah, look a little bit ahead.
Okay. Like here?
Yeah, right there. Perfect. So
Okay,
now I can
got
still keep an eye on Leo, and then I can see down the hallway. Or
Got it.
Penny, and then I can see down the hallway.
You see them fighting the direwolf. That brings us to Penny. Your turn.
There's a man running down, but there's a bugbear in my way, and I can't run after him. So I'm gonna, I'm just keeping Leo within my sight, chase after Leo, and see the wolf.
Yeah.
Can I?
Come over here, please.
Just run in.
I don't trust
I'm-
that room. I think that's the room with the scary snake thing. I'm really paranoid.
Probably. Why'd you roll something?
Why'd you roll?
Don't worry about it.
I think that was a scary snake thing.
I'm gonna run from this room to the other
Please
room.
come here. I miss you.
I'm
please.
running from adults to adults. I run, kind of crash into Leo, poke my head around, and see the direwolf. Sure.
As you try to get out of this room,
No!
something drops down from the ceiling. I'll be honest, guys. I wasn't even gonna do this, but then one of the people from Forgotten Adventures was like, "Don't forget, there's that thing in that room," which it's a Grick, by the way. There's a Grick in that room, and since they are the person who made this wonderful battle map of Cragmaw Castle that we've been fighting on, I feel bad if I don't include the Grick battle. So the Grick does jump down, trying to ambush you. That is going to be. Let's see. That's gonna be. Okay.
Now's the
first
time, Penny.
attack.
Evolution.
First attack?
I
That's a
ult on
nat
this.
one.
Oh, George.
That's
Failed.
2 nat ones.
George, I want to cast friends. George,
This thing
I was gonna
jumps
no, I was gonna
down,
do this on the wolf.
Tries to bite you. Tries to grab you with its tentacles. Both times it fails. You want to cast friends. I think friends is
George.
only humanoids, but
Damn it!
I don't care. Go for it.
Cast you not once. I want him to be my pet now. I want him to be my pet.
This was the joke from last week too. That's so funny.
It was. Make him roll a wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save. What do they have to beat?
They have to beat a 12.
A 12. Okay.
It
They have
just
to
kinda
roll a 10 or
mouths at
higher.
My leg.
Oh my god.
Please no.
That
No!
is 18. You cast friends on it. Like, okay, calm, and like for a moment, it like
Please?
looks at you calmly. You don't see any eyes. You just see. Give me one moment. Actually, let's get a better look at this thing.
Shut the door and it's Facebook and over here.
That's where is it?
George, why won't you let me have any pets?
Look, I'm not letting you have pets, okay?
I'll come back
In
for
his
it.
defense, Leo would not really be on board with this thing in her home.
I come back with it, but Leo, it's so
As this
nice.
thing, its like beak is shut and its tentacles are like furling around its beak as you cast friends. You're like, calm, and then the beaks flail out again and it lets out this horrible screeching noise, and you realize you may have made a mistake. You are within
that.
melee of it. You've used your action. what would you like to do for your movement and bonus action?
Okay. Upon seeing that, Penny's gonna expend it. I feel like this is a lovely instance of Penny is trying to be nice to the thing. It just kind of like lightly lunged at her. You know, she's seen like dogs do this. She's like, okay, be my friend. It screams at her. She's gonna do what any normal person would do, which is use a reaction to get it as far away from you as possible. And use telekinetic propel just to like get it away.
Okay.
It needs to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Strength save. Got it.
yes.
All right. Let's see. What's the DC?
DC is, I believe, 12. Please.
That is a 19.
No! Okay, that fails.
You do this shove and it like recoils back, but because it's like has like this snake-like body, just recoils back and then like slinks back forward towards you.
Can you close the door?
Can I help?
You are now in the room with
Just
it.
lock it
No,
out.
no, I don't want to close the door with me.
No.
If you get out of its range, you can close the door, but that will incur an opportunity attack.
Oh God. I mean,
Do you want to take the risk?
It's either you take the opportunity attack now or you take the 2 attacks later.
Yeah, I'm gonna close
Or
the
the
door.
bugbear.
Okay.
I'm weak as shit, but like I can hopefully weather this. Penny tried 3
That is
things.
a
and it
17 to
didn't
hit.
work.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs. Got it. One moment.
I just wanted a pet tentacle.
That still hits, unfortunately. That is going to be...
I don't like it when you hum.
10 piercing damage to you.
Oh!
Get over here.
4 points of health.
Actually, I'm
left.
sorry. No. That would be...
What?
Because that was its tentacle, but it attacks with its beak. So that's actually going to be just 5 piercing damage to you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was worse,
Gotta finish these sentences.
we
Yeah,
would've had that.
it wasn't worse. It does 5 piercing damage to you, but you are able to get away. You shut the door. You do have still 25 feet of movement.
I'm giving Val my advantage again.
Penny books it back to Leo's. I just wanted to make a friend.
I know, it's okay, it's okay.
I thought it
Okay,
might
and
nice.
this thing did that thing again. Wonderful.
Nice
Okay.
animals in the future, yeah?
I'm refreshing the battle
Penny looks.
map.
Penny
Yeah, go
looks at the
ahead.
dire wolf. Hopefully.
I turn her face towards me.
I just like small animals and large
They're not
ones
small.
too.
Okay, okay,
No.
okay.
Alucor has the owl. I want something fun. No.
Get you something fun that isn't that. Or that. Yeah?
Okay.
You have sugar and spice.
Penny nods.
Okay, those are lovely large animals. We don't need any more. The house is full. You have enough responsibilities taking
Look
care
at
of them as it
me.
is.
She holds up her arm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, okay.
Is
That brings us to
bad?
Alucor.
I think upon seeing the wolf pop out after saying "Where's the wolf?" Is it looking at the bar like, "Oh gods," and we'll just react with a strike of the scimitar.
Go for it.
This wolf. Why? Why? It's in that one.
That is a nat
Oh my
1.
God.
That misses, unfortunately.
Sensational. Okay. So for the bonus action, we'll do the offhand then. Please.
Navarre's just staring at you with this glaive.
He did it.
16 does hit.
Okay.
That's the intimidation boost.
I think
Everybody.
after missing, he would have not looked at Navarre and be like, "I hope she didn't see that." That'll be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay,
God damn,
8
put your shit
points.
together.
You try to hit it once, but it's sort of like as it's on top of Navarre, it like bucks against you, knocking your blade back. You grab your other blade, you swipe, hitting it across the side. Blood splatters to the floor. That is anything else you want to do on your turn. You still have movement if you want.
I'm gonna stay right there. I'll stay in the mix.
Okay, that brings us to you hear something pecking at this door violently. That is, let's see. It is not able to make it through yet. The bugbear comes charging out straight towards Valandor, and they will make their attacks. That is going to be 11 to hit, which I believe misses, and then that is going to be 16 to hit. Okay, that hits. I believe you're muted again. That is just going to be, okay, 1, 2, plus 2.
Second one hits, first one doesn't.
All right, that is a total of 11 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay. All right.
You see Valandor parry one strike, and then the next hits him right in the side. You hear that crunch of like ribs getting broken. That is their turn. That brings us to their direwolf. Direwolf will continue to try to attack Navarra. As it is on top of them, it will have this attack with advantage. So that is going to be... that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, that is 9 piercing damage to you.
Awesome. With my reaction, I'm doing a hellish rebuke.
Okay. It has to make a deck save. Okay. What's the DC?
You know what? Fine. I don't need to tell you the DC, I guess. Fine.
What is it?
It's 12. You rolled a 12.
Oh, okay. It has had 14 with its bonus. All right. Still takes half damage, though. So roll that damage.
That's a 13.
13. You hear this thing as it tries to bite down on Navarra, let out this noxious wail as it tries to bite down, and as it bites into her flesh, Navarra, your eyes like flash red, and suddenly your weapon is like almost blazing with heat as it burns into this animal, this direwolf's belly. It lets out this harsh yelp and dies as you shove it off of you onto the ground. That brings us to Navarra. Your turn.
Can they get up?
Yeah. You like shove this thing off. Half your movement to get up.
They're just huffing through it and just, fine. That's one less for Penny to take back home, so.
I like how Navarra knows in her soul that Penny would try to take this.
That's honestly
feel
so
like-
good.
Heard her being like, I want that one next.
I feel like also as a were-tiger, what is it? Penny is also adopted Navarra in a way, so it's like, okay,
It's
fine.
a big pretty person.
They're gonna just walk straight into the room, that hallway down. Wait, where was the
5.
bugbear actually?
So the bugbear, as you get up, you see the bugbear swinging on Valandor right over here.
Oh yeah, they're going straight for the bugbear.
You shove this thing off of you as like its wounds are burning, and you get up. So half your movement, that's 15. So you have, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Actually, 15 gets you like right here. I would say, but I believe you have range, right? You have a additional 5-foot range with your glaive.
Yeah, I have an additional 10 feet range with my glaive.
Go for it.
Great.
Fuck him up.
That's a 17 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, you like get right between Leo and Penny as they're talking about pets, and just and you said 17 to hit. Yes.
I would
15 to
beat
hit.
it.
No, for the last time. No.
Yep, that is gonna be. How much was the damage?
That's 9 damage, but
Okay.
they're going to put a smite into it.
Oh
Yeah!
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Smite it up.
Okay.
I'm going to save the other ones. This is going to be a wrathful smite.
Okay. Let's see. What's that damage?
That's
Give us some
four Wrathful Smite, and it has to do a Wisdom saving throw. So, just being a bugbear coming at Penny and Val, it's just Navara just like, don't touch them, and just like goes in.
Okay. The bugbear's not looking great. I believe an 11 fails the saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what's it have to do if it fails to save?
If it fails to save, it has a frightened condition until the spell ends.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So they can repeat at the end of each of their turns.
That brings us to Leo. Your turn.
I'm just going to wind tunnel the bugbear.
Okay. Go for it.
So, what is that? That's a 22.
22 does hit.
Okay. And that is 7 damage.
You, as this bugbear gets stabbed, and Navarra says, "Stay away from them!" And it like Valandor's like grabbing their side as they just got hit with this thing. The spear or the glaive of Navarra stabs into it, and you wind tunnel. The air circling around the glaive blows this thing back. It hits the wall, and it is dead. Do you have a bonus action or movement you want to do?
No.
Okay.
No, do not.
You hunker down here. That brings us to Valandor. Your turn.
Bugbear's dead.
Bugbear's dead. You hear
Wolf is
something
dead.
pecking at this door.
Oh, do we even want to engage with that door?
I think it's trying to get out.
Get out.
It's got no thumbs.
That's what I'm saying. Just leave it in there.
Thumbs.
We could book it before it gets out, in theory.
I mean, yeah, technically.
You know Iarno ran this way.
Oh boy.
And then there's one room that hasn't been cleared over here.
I will move forward. And I guess just for my action, I'm gonna. Oh man, it's my last spell slot. Yeah.
You have advantage on whatever you're doing next, by the way.
30 feet gets you here.
And I can see the hallway to the right of me, so I can see that there's an extra room.
Yes, you can.
I think I'm not gonna chart ahead on my own, so I am just gonna turn that way and then go towards that room. I'm gonna turn right and go towards that room.
Okay, we'll say you get here, like in cover.
Sure. Man, and
You
I
get
guess I'm
here and you look out and you don't see Iarno anywhere off in the direction you went, but you do see they've left a very clear trail of blood.
Okay. I'll just when I go through that room, I'll just shout out loud, "We can track him."
Okay.
That's all I'll do, and then I will. Man, I hate to give up that advantage, but there's nothing I can attack, so I am just.
Does it only
going-
last one turn, or do
I'm
they get to hold
looking.
on to it?
It is. Oh gosh, come here.
I'll double check. It's fine.
Range. Within 1 minute. Within 1 minute.
Okay, so you have a
Next-
minute to use it.
Okay, neat. Then I am going to use my last spell slot and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Got it. Okay, that brings us to Penny. Your turn.
Where's Penny at? Like, in the map?
Penny
I wanna
is
check something.
Penny is here.
Navarre and all. I'm not gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk into the other room with Alucor and note the dead dog and be very sad about it. But the pecking has since made me unsettled. Combat's still going on. Can Penny like hear anything else besides the Grick at the door? Like, I know that there's another one. There's a door behind me. Is there any one that the one at the bottom that I was kind of standing next to and watching? Do I hear anything?
You don't
coming
hear
from
anything
there?
coming out of that room.
Okay. This
Nothing
feels
coming
like-
out of this room, and if you want, you can give me a perception check for over here, but you don't hear
Yeah.
anything right away.
Well, this feels like discovery time, so because
Go for it.
the Grick is locked behind the door.
Yeah. As you put away the adoption papers for the wolf, you're going to investigate.
I was so excited. All right.
Quick, Alu, wild shape right now.
Two.
Just please,
You hear
please.
nothing.
Two. Penny
You
then
don't
is
hear
gonna
anything. Yeah.
tuck herself up in a corner where she sees someone can least see her, and she's going to do the self heal on
Okay.
herself.
Got it.
It's 2d4, and she's actively trying to make sure that no one else sees it. So, like, if anything, like, both hands behind the back again, kind of trying to look nonchalant as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Easy enough.
2d4. I get 2d4 from that back.
That brings us to Alucor.
Solid 5.
Okay. Yarno's running.
Mhm.
Valandor is en route. I think. Do we want to check that last room, gang, or do we want to hunt Yarno?
Oh
'Cause-
god. Oh god.
In an effort to find Yarno, are we going into the other room? Like, oh my god, maybe he went there. I don't know.
Okay. I think Alu will like turn the corner and like peep into that other room.
Okay.
At the first bit of movement.
5,
if
10,
there's anyone
15, 20. You get here and you see slumped in the corner is Gundren Rockseeker.
I completely forgot about Gundren.
Oh. Is he alive?
You can go check.
Oh yeah, Gundren.
Yeah, okay. Check Gundren.
You approach Gundren, like opens their eyes. They look hazy. They glance up at you. Oh, who are you?
Friend of Leo's. Are you okay?
Oh, Leo. And they try to like get up. As they do, one moment. They're going to attack you
Gotcha.
with advantage.
Yep.
The fuck?
Yeah. I had a feeling.
Why is everybody who's so seen
That is a
not
natural
nice?
20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit for sure.
Oh boy.
They,
Gundren's
as you
gonna
are
catch
like
these
helping
hands.
them up, you see like they grab one hand and their other hand. Oh, who's Leo? And as they say that, you realize for a split moment something's wrong, and you feel a sudden stab as their other hand punches straight into your gut. That is going to be plus.
Who is that? The drow lady?
Probably, that's my theory.
That is going to be. Holy shit.
So you're gonna see your patron soon, right? That's what it feels like. You're gonna go have a dinner with her. Just
Yet another hot lady bullying Alucor. When's it my turn?
what happens when it's my turn?
When's it my turn?
It was supposed to be me!
George! George!
We're gonna take a quick break,
George!
and when we come back, we'll see how this plays out. Oh dear.
Killing Carrie. You're killing Carrie.
I might be. We'll be
What?
back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Reminder that at the end of the episode, we'll be doing a giveaway of Foundry VTT, license for Foundry, and the Phandelver and Below module. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. That will just be 10 minutes. Okay. Be right back.
I want something regarding the apple thief nonsense.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We are back. Quick reminder, if you want to help the players, donations, bits, or channel points can be used with the hashtags Alucard, hashtag Navarra, hashtag Valandor, hashtag Penny, or hashtag Leo to help the players increase their bars and give them ults. We have 2 ults right now unlocked. One for Navarra, one for Penny, and one for me, actually. My bar goes up every time the players' bars go up, but my bar is a lot bigger. So it sort of acts as like a balance, so that way the players can't just like, we win the game, the end. I can make things hard to sort of balance it out. That said, the reason I'm bringing that up is because the reason I had to go to break, the doppelganger, I'll go ahead and just tell you it was a doppelganger that stabbed Alucard in the stomach with its hands. Because it had sneak attack and it crit it, it did 24 piercing damage, which that was before doubling anything. So doubling that, it would be a total of 44 piercing damage, which is... I've thought for a moment, based on how other players were looking, I thought Alucard was just dead, and I needed to figure out what I was going to do about that and whether I was going to bring them back to life. The good news is Alucard did do cure wounds on themselves earlier and brought themselves back up to full. You might remember they rolled 4d8 for cure wounds. That stopped them from being insta-dead. They're still unconscious. Alucard, you quickly... feel like the lights and the life just drain out of you as you feel this impalement into your stomach. You look down and you see their face as Gundren shifts into this hideous, pale-looking form. You drop to the ground as you see them turn, run into this room, and start climbing over rubble to escape. That is your turn. That brings us to our friend in the cupboard. Let's just see how they're doing.
Hi, Sean.
Our friend in the cupboard.
Okay, Sean, got it.
They're pecking away at it. It's slowly doing damage. I'm actually gonna roll one more just to see.
Guys, can I come out?
You don't hear, you hear it pecking away at the door, and you see some of the wood splinter, but otherwise the pecking dies down a bit.
Just like
this was a lot of work for it.
Mom?
That brings us to, next up is Navarra.
Yeah, I'm ready. They will go to see where Penny is. Where did Alucard go?
Up. He went to check. He didn't. We should go. I point her up to the top part of the thing.
They will. Ooh. To get to Alucard, I might have to use my bonus action, right?
30 feet gets you here.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
You see Alu in a heap on the ground, blood all around them.
See, this would have been great if I picked up Healing Word. But I have to touch this creature. Damn it.
Can you
Goodness.
tap them with
my
your
glaive?
glaive?
With my 10-foot glaive, can I just like tap them and then like,
You cannot heal through your
Okay,
10-foot
great.
glaive.
You know, just check in. Just check in.
I appreciate the request, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
She
cool,
got that
cool.
10-foot glaive.
Yeah. Comments on the YouTube tell me that they should have given me that. Anyway.
Get in the comments.
Wow.
I remember he still has his bar.
Oh, I'm sorry. One moment, because you were here. Let me just double check real quick. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, because I forgot you can like cut through corners. 25, 30 would get you within melee.
Thank you. With my
What a
glaive. No,
kind,
I'm
what a kind of benevolent leader.
Comments,
kidding.
you're good for now.
Comments is good. It's good. If
Stop.
you're in this part of the video, you're good. You're good.
Love you, George. Love
They
you.
will lay on hands and they're just like yelling or like whisper yelling to Alucor like he's not dead yet and give 7 points of healing.
As you go to do that,
Oh,
Okay.
Alucor, you're sitting in this closet, bloodied. I
Oh,
lied
no.
when I said it left.
You.
I hate you!
That's diabolical.
I'm sorry.
It's great.
It's my
That's
job.
so-
It's
No,
my
this is
job. I'm
great.
sorry.
Who's thrown in the closet? He is tied up and stuff in the closet. I fucking knew it.
Wow.
Holy, oh
they
my
do
gosh.
have an attack with advantage.
Oh, moly.
Oh god. You would think after what
Can
I
I
just went through that I wouldn't do this again, but
No.
this is what they would do. I'm real sorry.
We're like Dr.
Double down.
Doofenshmirtz with this.
Double down.
That's gonna be let's see. That's a +6 to attack.
It's a miss. It's a miss. I'm calling
And it's
it
at
right
advantage. That is a 20 to hit.
now. Fine.
Okay,
react
that is
to
gonna
any of
be 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4. You feel an intense pain as you reach down to lay on hands. And what was it you said? They are not dying. You say that, and then you feel a hand lunge into your stomach as well. You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Can I react at all? No, it's surprised, right?
That I'm saying that was its reaction to you getting within melee of it.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
you, what kind of action would you like to take?
Oh, you're right. I didn't do an action. Oh,
No, you were about to
okay.
do lay on hands, and it stabs you.
Yeah, they said to fake Alu that Yarno is not dead yet, so they can't die. So they just their glaive is like in this position, like holding it. They just flip it like upwards, and they're just going to go straight for the face.
Okay, give me one moment.
got some
They
internal
revert
tension.
back as you say. You know, Yarno's not dead yet. You hear a voice unnatural come out of them. Good, then I'll see him later. And as they shift forms, this intense rage moves through you, and you're saying you're attacking with your glaive?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
That's a 9.
9, okay, got it. 9 slashing. Okay. Anything else?
There is one thing. Nope, they actually don't. It doesn't. They just, yep, they're okay, cool. That's their turn.
Okay. That brings us to Leo.
Could I run in? Would I make it? Would I have enough?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets you into the doorway.
I have 30 feet movement.
Yeah.
So
you can
I
like get in like
back-
here.
Yeah, perfect. And then I'm just going to wind tunnel.
Okay.
That's a miss. That's an 8.
Yeah, that misses.
That's
You
fine.
try to aim, but with Navarra right in front of them, blood coming out of both of them as Navarra's glaive stabs into their arm, but their arm is like, about 5 inches deep into Navarra's stomach. The wind tunnel, you miss them with it. Anything else?
I'm just gonna call to Val. God, there's another one in here, please. Val, get in here. And that's it.
That
Panic.
brings us to Valandor's turn.
Okay. Yeah, if I just hear Leo, I'm gonna run in there. 30. I don't have any chance to be able to get up to melee, would I?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, you have enough room. You have
Yeah,
enough
then as
speed.
soon as I come in through the door, I'll throw my my bow and arrow or my bow to the corner of the room, and I'm gonna take out my short swords.
And you have advantage on the first hit.
Let's go. Okay, so let's go with the first one. Okay, the first one's a 19.
That hits.
Well, this is with the advantage. If I crit, no, I don't. Okay,
Sure.
So the first one's a 19.
Got it.
And then that'll be 5 points piercing.
Yep.
Or slashing, whatever. And then I will do my second attack. That is a 17.
That hits.
And that one is just a d6. So that one is 6.
Nice.
6 point.
Okay. You attack twice. That brings us to Penny.
Penny is going to run in. Everyone's running in. Penny runs after.
15, 20,
Navarra.
25, 30 gets you right in the door. You can
Shoot.
probably like peek behind the door and see what's going on.
Am I within touch of Navarra at all? Or?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Penny's gonna whisper a very quick sorry and cast Cure Wounds on Navarra with real no understanding on how that's going to affect her.
Those are words that we use usually when we cast Cure Wounds. Those are things that we usually say.
It'll be a
Yeah.
D8 plus 4.
Roll
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yay!
I'm very curious.
Okay, 6 plus 4, 10 total.
10.
Oh.
Navarra,
She just put her, like, her
you,
hand on the middle of her back.
you feel this like, you feel Penny touch you, and Penny, do you like say sorry?
Real quiet, yeah.
Yeah, just you hear like a faint
I'm so sorry.
as she touches your back, and suddenly you feel your wound starting to close up, and as the doppelganger has their hands in your stomach, your wound closes up partially, searing off 2 of their fingers, and it recoils back. It's going to take, how much healing did you do?
10?
It takes 10 necrotic damage.
Also, I get 10 healing, right? I just
Yes,
wanna
you do
make
get
sure.
10 healing.
Cool. Also, weird question. Just
Yeah.
a weird thing. Are those fingers in anyway?
That's something for you to contemplate.
Got it. Cool. Great.
Did I mention we have a content warning on this show for body horror? I'm gonna have an official content warning in the beginning of all episodes for next season.
Yeah.
The
we can do a
body
content
horror
warning
stuff
command.
is kind of happening faster than I thought it would. Just giving everybody a heads up. I will put a warning in the YouTube description. Okay. So yeah, you get healed. Penny, is that your whole turn?
I mean, that's the big one that she can do with most of her action. In terms of bonus actions, I think she'll just, again, she can't really move. Can she close the door behind her? Is she fully in, like, the room?
Sure.
I don't know. I want to put as much distance between me and Sean as possible.
Okay. Me and
Just
Sean.
put another door.
Sean.
Got it.
Me and Sean.
His name's
That brings us
Sean.
to Alucor.
I had a
Alucor,
brief moment.
you're bleeding out. You see unconscious in this tub next to you is the actual Gundren Rockseeker. I need you to give me a death saving throw.
Got it. It's just the D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 45.
That's an
Come on,
8.
Carrie.
That is a fail. That brings us to one moment. Wait, where did they go? Did they? Yep, they're still in they should be in combat. Okay.
Oh,
That brings us to the doppelganger. They will go ahead and they are going to attack. Let's see. They will attack Navarra once. That is a 12 to hit. I believe that misses.
Nope, it misses.
And then a 16.
That also misses.
Oh, I'm sorry. That would be a 22 with their bonus.
Finish the sentences. I'm so nervous.
That is 8 piercing damage to you.
Great.
Damn it.
And the sky goes white, and God descends. You're all good.
By the way,
You know what, guys? Enough is enough.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
Christian God.
I actually
No, the
have a
one from
help
Monty
ticket
Python.
in with DD dice. That is what's causing this problem. I could just not use DD dice, but I really love that we can have our logo on the dice.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, so hopefully we can have it fixed by next season. But if not, we will find something else. But I do have a help ticket in with them. Okay, there we go. That's refreshing. So after that, it would be Navarra. Your turn.
Yeah, I forgot that this was Ella's face. I'm not going for Ella's face, by the way. I'm just... Navarro's like, how dare you? And also weird things are happening in my stomach now. Okay, so they literally... They're about to scream, seeing whatever happened to their stomach. And just under their breath, Penny, what did you... But instinctually, they're just going to go ahead for another glaive attack.
Go for it.
Do I have advantage? No.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll say that you go to swing, but like you're like clutching your wound, and like you think you feel something move inside.
Oh my god! Ah!
And it throws off your aim. Is that your turn?
No, they're going to get their other hand and just go straight for the throw with their claws.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's 5 damage.
Okay, got it. 5 damage. That brings us to Leo.
Wind tunnel again.
Okay,
And that's a 22 to hit.
that hits.
Okay.
You like reposition yourself to this side of the room so you can fire right between Valandor and Navarra.
Yeah.
That is 4 damage.
And that's 4 damage. And in case they were thinking on booking it out of there, their speed is reduced by 10 feet
Okay,
for the
that
next
brings us to
turn.
Valandor.
Okay. How is the doppelganger looking?
Not great.
You know, I think. Hold up. Let me see if I can do this. From my features and traits. Sorry. I was just reading this.
Okay.
Okay. I think I am going to. I'll just swing with my swords and I'll keep this on the back burner. So
Okay,
I'll just
okay.
do my 2 swings. Yeah,
Go for
because
it.
I can cast sleep. Even though I'm out of spell slots, I can do it once per short rest because Blessing of the Moonweaver.
It's certainly
So I was
worth a
thinking-
try if you want to. If you're trying to maybe question them later.
That would be...
Gang?
I mean,
Hey,
it
Papa.
definitely. Yeah, he
It's worth
definitely
it.
knows about the staff thing, and then I mean, yeah,
Yeah, right.
if we can get a person to talk to us about what's going on.
Do I know anything about doppelgangers? I know this is mid-combat.
They're able
And
to
I'm
detect
panicked.
thoughts and take many forms. It might be risky to take one alive.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, if you can do it, we can still kill it.
Yeah.
Some nice advantage. Some nice automatic crits, maybe.
Oh, that's still
Right?
still in effect.
No,
Right?
she
Well, if
technically
it's
gave you
asleep.
2. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But by the way, I believe silvery barbs don't stack. You can't give them like
No.
advantage on
I'm
your next-
talking.
No.
I'm talking like if it's asleep, we get advantage
Oh.
on the attack,
Because
or is it a crit on
Oh,
the attack?
got it.
It was
Yeah.
we got advantage
If
with
it
the
falls
with the
asleep,
other
you would
things.
have it would be a crit melee attacks
Okay.
against it.
So
Yeah, 'cause
that's above table.
Navarra murdered all those guys.
So
Last
Valandor,
time.
do you want to cast sleep
What?
or do you
I don't
want to
remember
attack?
Damn. I am going to. I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay, go for it. I believe it has
So-
to. Does it even make a save? Let me just double check.
I think it depends on hit points, right?
I believe it
Yeah.
does, but also I'm not sure if he's
So
using.
total how many hit points of creatures a spell can affect. Sleep always messes me up with the wording,
Yeah.
but
Go ahead and roll the
yeah.
dice for it.
okay, it's 5d8.
Let's see.
Oof, damn. It's a 12.
12. One moment. Double checking something. Okay. Yeah, no save on it. Okay. 12 was literally just what you needed. This thing does fall asleep.
On the bed.
Yeah, nothing about it. No, it has no resistances to that. So this thing falls asleep as you cast this on it. That brings us to Penny. That would be your turn next.
It's asleep, right? Okay,
Yes.
so I can, and it won't. Awesome. Is there any way that we'd be able to tell where Alucor is? Like, he's in the closet.
As this thing
but-
like falls to the bed unconscious, if you want to run in and check the room, you could.
Yes, I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, you get here, you see Alucor unconscious bleeding on the ground, and you see Gundren unconscious in a bathtub.
Gundred is not actively bleeding,
No,
right? He doesn't look like it. Okay.
he looks like he's been tied up and knocked out.
Just in the tub. Penny will rush over to Alucor. He's knocked out, so he can't tell what's going on. She'll say sorry anyway, and she's gonna cast. She's gonna cast Cure Wounds again.
Okay,
D8 plus 4, same thing. So it'll be normal because someone doesn't have their hand in them.
Thank
9
you.
total hit points back for Alucor.
Alucor, your wounds start to stitch close. Just like mending themselves, putting themselves together. Feels a little strange, but it's probably fine. That brings us,
Lightly tapping the
Alucor,
face.
your turn. Actually, I'll say you guys are out of combat. Are you intending to keep this creature, or do you want to finish it?
I don't.
Kill it.
I don't think it's worth.
Alucor has opinions.
If he'd like to, I mean, I'm gonna just grab Penny and just bring her to a hug, put her behind me.
I think as Alu like gets up, and Penny would have saw this after she healed him. He would have, before his eyes had opened, would have said Navi, and then saw Penny and then, "Thank you, Penny."
He's on the bed. Not in a weird way. Like, he's just, come on. And Penny just, like, tries to pull you up.
I think Alu will look to Navarre and Valandor. Sabers out.
Yeah, same. So like both short swords just waiting on top of the sleeping doppelganger. I
He's
mean,
gonna
if
go hold hands with Leo.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually bring you in and just like cover your eyes, your head's to my chest. I think this is.
I've seen blood before.
If one of you wants to finish this thing, you don't have to roll for it. You just tell me what happens.
Navara is not looking at anyone. They're just hiding whatever is their stomach, which I feel like has fingers, and they're just like thinking of like cutting it out of them. But they will go to the doppelganger and just, why are we keeping this one alive? And wait for that. We're
Alu-
not?
Alu will like raise both scimitars like up, like a downward strike. It's just
Yeah.
like as a say the word.
yeah, I'll just sheath my short swords and just sort of look to Alucor and like look down at the doppelganger, like, do as you will.
Alucor, what's that look like?
I think as both sabers come down, they'll come in the right here on the throat, on both sides of their neck, and just like a downward motion, and then pull them out.
As you stab, this thing spasms awake, and then immediately your blades striking its heart, it falls limp. Its face a blank canvas of skin, its eyes vacant white orbs just staring up into the ceiling. its skin sort of hanging on it in various places where it's contorted and stretched out its skin to make the form of other people. It's dead. You guys are out of combat.
Oh my god. Can I go into the other room where Gundren is?
Gundren's alive, but unconscious.
In the tub. He's in there.
Oh dear, okay. Can I wake him up somehow? Is there smelling
You
salts
can.
or-
I want to let you know, though, that Yarno's still running.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. We'll get Gundren later. Wait, is that a bad idea? Is that a bad idea?
Sorry, dude. We'll be right back. Give him a kiss on the forehead and then run out.
You guys
Lock
like
the
shut the
door.
door, lock
Lock
it.
the door.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll grab
Um,
my bow and then.
Put a do not
Who's-
disturb sign.
Who's hurting? Is anyone hurting?
Navarra's hurting.
I'm
They're
gonna
just
give
hiding
you.
their side.
I'm gonna give you one of my potions of healing.
Oh.
I'm at 7 out of 25.
I'm gonna give you another potion of healing.
Oh, bless you.
That's two. So you
I
guys
forgot
can
I have
roll-
potions. I have
Oh,
my own
this is
potions, so I can
okay,
use
okay.
them. Yeah.
I'll give
What
one
is
to Val
the-
then.
Yeah, what is the potion?
2d4 plus 2 for a common potion of healing.
Thank you.
All right, Val, I'm giving you one.
Thank you.
I like how we're all in a line now.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dun,
Off we go.
Is
Off
the-
we
You
see
guys
the Glasstaff.
race out
George.
the door.
George, I have a question. Is Sean
Yeah.
still pecking at the door? Did he get it out?
No.
No, he has stopped pecking at the door.
Can I?
No thumbs.
Petty's gonna leave some of her moldy bread that she got from the Stonehill Inn just outside the door with an apple. Bye, Sean, and then run after everyone else.
Cool.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there are two goblins hiding in this like altar area.
Fuck them, dog.
They have been lying low, and if they try to escape, they will be pounced upon by Sean. So just a heads up about that.
Oh, yeah,
Not
'cause
that it
they're
really
waiting
matters for you
for-
guys, though. You all race
I left
off.
an offering for Sean.
You race off
Nothing.
into the woods in the night. There's a clear blood trail lit by the moonlight. Valandor, give me a survival check with advantage to track them.
Nice.
I'll say this is advantage because you also have Navarra and Alu who know these forests really well assisting you.
23.
23. It is no problem at all. You guys track them down, following their path. Give me just one moment here. We come to 1 second. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Running as fast as they can. I'm sorry. I have to just change one thing about what my next setup is. Okay. Fleeing as fast as they can is Yarno Albrecht, the Glasstaff, running through the woods. We find them here, running in the darkness, trying to find this a place for them to lay low. They stagger, blood trailing from them. They reach down into their pocket, and as my alt, I'm putting a potion of ultimate healing in their pocket. That is going to be my ult. That's a treat for me.
Was no art, George?
DMs
No art?
deserve treats too.
No art? What do you mean no art? Oh, no, I have no art. No.
Oh,
Oh, you should. You should.
Just a
Get you.
potion bottle.
Just George's face like.
Karis
Yeah,
is talking about
exactly.
maybe doing art for my ult, but no art for me. Let's see. I have to just update that. My ult, and by the way, you guys have gotten so many ults that mine is like partially filled the next way. So,
God damn it.
you know, not the end of the world.
I
I
do have 1,000 bits that need to go into my ultimate bar if you're messing with them right now.
Okay, I'll get to that.
I've got 1,000 bits that need to go in mine.
No
No rush at
Me
all.
and I still have our ults to pop off, so.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right, so my ult bar is drained as he takes this potion of ultimate healing. That brings them up to full. As they race forward into this temple, this like ruined temple. Alu, you had scouted it out though. You had seen this thing not far from this place. As they stagger in here, feeling some strength come back to them, they rush forward here. There's like a burrow and there's like a cave entrance that like leads underground to an old crypt that was below this place. Passageways that Iarno knows he can find an escape route or someplace to lay low. As they race towards this thing, suddenly the earth, as they rush into the pit, the earth all around the entrance starts to cave in and mold as Iarno finds himself cornered here. Leo, you are there casting mold earth to block their way. Alu, you are there. Valandor, Navara, Penny. You are all here as you've chased them. Iarno stands there. Looks still. This is the wizard who's been running at full speed.
Oh, no.
Looks at all of you.
Nerd.
Penny and Leo probably look a little bit tired from, again, running full speed, but looks at all of you. Oh, all right then. Fine. If I need to get my own hands dirty. You all think you can really beat me? Huh?
A little rat in our trap?
That's insulting to rats.
Navarro
quite
like
nice.
laughs at this.
I agree.
With that, give me one moment.
Navarro will like will have like an intimidating presence, but they're going to just open the pathway for Leo and Alucor.
You all stand there, ready to strike at them.
Rock, paper, scissors?
I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Ooh.
Again!
Again.
Ah, again!
Okay. Okay.
God
Alright.
fucking, what is this thing? Oh wait,
Okay.
another pet that I can have.
Does
Fuck.
Leo or Alu want to switch initiative?
I was gonna try and hold person him
Yeah, you want to?
potentially. So if I can get that off, there's no guarantee he might save, but
Sure.
if I can hold it,
Yeah, Navarro is stepping away for both of you to get your pretty
Okay.
much needed
Navarra,
revenge.
so you had a 22.
Go beat the shit out of him, kids.
Yeah.
Mother
Mother is saying, please go ahead.
And you're switching with Leo. Got it.
Mother said sure.
Leo, you have a 22. Okay, Leo, you are the first to act.
I'm getting flashbacks to the last time we were face to face, truly face to face. First of all, do I notice, because last time I got stabbed by someone that wasn't him, do I notice anything around?
You hear a sound of pitter patter, and you see briefly appearing two more of these things. As the second part of my ult was he summoned two more quasits. So I'm just going to reveal those to you guys on the map. You see them here.
God, they blend in.
Okay. That,
So small.
but yeah, they are, you hear them, but they are all invisible.
Okay. Watch your feet around the edge. I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person.
Okay. Go for it.
He needs to roll a
Oh, right.
wisdom
Yep,
saving
yep,
throw.
yep. 1 second. Okay, 1 second.
Please choke, please.
Like the
He ran all the way here.
Fails.
He failed a mild
What's
test
the save
every
he has to
year.
make?
Come on.
13.
13. Okay. Sorry, I was getting the music set up. 13.
You're good.
That's so much cardio.
Come on, everybody. Let's pray on his downfall. Everybody hold hands.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody
Oh yeah,
holds.
just through the screen.
That is a 19.
Okay. Well,
He saves.
it's worth a shot. That's all I got. I'm gonna back far away. I'm gonna get back to the back corner.
Okay.
Out of range.
Back to the back corner. 5, 4, 15, 20 gets you over here.
Perfect.
Okay. That brings us to Valandor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire arrows at
Go for it.
homeboy. So
Is he below us right now?
He is.
Yeah.
He's about like 6 feet below you in this like dirt mound. Or this like ditch basically that
So it's gonna be hard for
Leo
him to leave.
closed up.
18 to hit.
18 does hit. They are going to cast shield to block that.
Okay. I get to
s-
make one
go for it.
additional. First is my first attack on the
Yeah.
turn, so I get to make one more additional.
Yep.
This is
Go for
Oh, there we go. 22.
22. That would hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So then that
Yes!
is going to be
Right on his head.
They block the first hit, and then you fire again, and that pierces through the magic shield, striking them. How much damage?
so regular weapon damage, that's 8, and then an additional
Additional
3.
Okay, so
So
11.
total
Got
of
it.
11.
Yeah, he gets struck as he spits out blood and staggers back. That is your turn. That
And I
brings
would like
us.
to
Oh, go ahead.
possibly move.
Where would you like to move?
Where are the we can't see, or we can't see the other creatures he summoned.
You cannot see the other creatures that you've summoned. They are
Okay.
invisible.
Then perfect. Then
They're
then
just
I'll
somewhere at our feet.
Okay, then I'll just kind of actually no, you know what? I'll go to that top right corner. So like a little ledge that I can get on top of.
Yeah, you climb up here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, sounds good. You climb up here. That brings us to his first minion's turn. His first minion will rush out, and let's see. They're going to rush out to Alucor. And that is going to be, let's see. That's a 16 to hit you, Alucor.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, that is going to be. You feel a strong sting as something bites into your leg. I need you to give me a con saving throw. You take 7 points of
got it.
piercing damage.
Interception.
I look good.
How close do they have to be to you to do that?
How close is Alec? We're all in a circle, right? They have to be within. 5
He's
feet of me, right?
31 feet away from you.
Oh, I thought we were close. Got
You
it,
guys
got
are
it,
all like
got it.
sort of surrounding this guy, so you're cutting off
Makes
exits.
sense. I see.
That's a 5 on the con save.
Okay, give me one moment. I have to double check what this does. Oh,
It's just
what
a
the
cute
hell?
little forehead kiss.
Yeah, it's just a cute little forehead kiss. That's
Heals
all.
him for 30 points.
Okay. And honestly, by the way, guys, I want to commend you all because I was going to use my legendary action for something a lot more deadly, or my legendary, my ult for something else. Okay, because you failed the save, you take 2d4 piercing damage.
I'm down.
Fuck.
That's another 7 points of damage. As this thing bites into Alu, you see Alu like yells in pain and goes down to one leg. That is their turn. That brings us to his turn. They will first Misty Step up here. So now they're above you guys, and then I will need Let's see. Then I will need then they're gonna cast Magic Missile at 3rd level on Navara. So that's gonna be 5 bolts, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 14 plus 5, so that's 19 damage to Navara.
Cool. They're down.
Navara goes down as they blast these magic missile bolts. That brings us to his next minion, rushes Penny. That is going to be, let's see.
What's my armor class? Okay, it's 14 because I still have my armor.
22 to hit you.
Yay!
Give me
Yeah.
a con save.
God damn it.
It's
22.
5 piercing damage.
Nat
and
20
I believe,
plus 2.
yeah, that's it. You don't take any of the poison damage then.
Yes. What are then the rest of the damage?
Say what?
He bites me. I wanted to know the damage from that. 'Cause I didn't hear.
The bite was 5 damage.
Got it.
And by the way, these things, after they do that, they are visible. Okay.
Ow.
That brings us to Navara. Give me a death saving throw.
Huh. That's a 4.
Wait.
That is a fail for Navara. Alu, give me a death saving throw.
That's true.
That's a 5.
That is a
Bro.
fail as well. That brings us to the last closet. Last closet will rush Penny. Actually, can it make it to Penny? 1 second. It definitely can. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it has 40 feet of movement. It rushes to Penny. This one is still invisible. So that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay. I'm still up technically.
I need a con save.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay.
7.
7. You take 6 points of poison damage.
And I'm down.
Penny is down. That brings us Penny. Give me a death save.
Fuck me. 4. Fail.
Okay. That puts us in a really tense spot. Leo, Valandor, it's going to be your turns. All of your teammates are down. They have all failed a death save. That means going forward, if any of them rolls a nat 1 on their death save, they're going to end up dead because that would count as 2 failed death saves. So with that in mind, Leo, what do you want to do?
I'm going to go over to Alu, and I'm going to use my action to administer a healing potion.
To Alu? 5,
Yes.
10, 15? Yep. That's an action to administer a healing potion to someone else.
Yes. Yes. Can I like kick the closet or something?
I'll let you
Really
make
like
an
to
unarmed
kick it.
strike as a bonus action. Sure. It
Really
is
like
a
to
very
kick
small
it.
creature. Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
I'm generous. Go for it.
You're really generous. Thank you.
You don't have to say that.
11.
11. Let's see.
Like a
11
punted.
misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
It jumps back and you fail to hit as you feed Alu this potion, hoping that this thing doesn't jump down and attack you right away. Is that your whole turn?
I don't know if I stay next to you or if I back it up. I'm gonna back up, but in line with him. Just be like 10 feet behind Alu.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay. You back up. the quasit's focused on Alu. That brings us to Valandor.
Right.
I gave Navarre advantage.
I don't have a potion on me, but I could. Hold up. Can I? No, I don't even have one of those.
I have 3 on me, so I'm just gonna raid my pockets later.
But how far? Well, actually, how far can I get with this? Wearing a condition, you can jump 3 times the. Okay. I can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump further than your remaining movement would allow. So if I haven't moved anything and I have 30, 3 times, that means that I would be able to jump 90 feet.
Oh.
No.
Just for clarification, yeah.
Yeah, one moment. Yeah, this is just, you're looking at the jump spell?
No, the boots of striding and springing.
That was your magic item?
No,
No,
well, no.
He got that.
He got it from the guy, the drow
Yeah, yeah.
guy.
Oh, right. Oh,
That they're
sick.
buddies now.
Hell
Shout out to
yeah.
Apple Orchard.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Oh my god.
You can jump up to 30 feet by only spending 10 feet of movement. So you can jump 10 feet towards them, and then you would still have. Well, you could jump 30 feet towards them, so that would be. 1 second. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, if you like run to here, you could leap up and get to them. If that's what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get to Penny.
Oh, easy. Yeah, you can definitely make it to them.
Yeah,
You like
Yeah.
jump down, get here, and leap right over the pit, and you're at Penny.
I have to run around healing people.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to sort of like freeze for a moment and then look over at her bag and then just like I'm assuming from our travels we would have known like, hey, this is who has this is who has that.
Yeah,
Sure.
we basically played potion exchange at
Yeah,
one
yeah.
point where we all gave each other a bunch of them.
Yeah, so then I mean I would assume search you would count that as an action, George, for me to search for a potion.
I don't think it's going to be hard. Yeah, you can reach in and grab a potion and heal them if you want. That would be an
Okay,
action to do that.
Perfect. Then I would definitely have to do that.
All right. Do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action?
Excuse me. I don't think there's anything I can do.
If Penny has
So
more
then-
than one of those, you could chug one yourself as a bonus action.
I've got
Oh.
3.
Can I? Well, how much
Take a
movement do I have
shot.
left?
Let's see. That was 5,
Can I give-
10. You have 10 feet of movement.
I wouldn't
If
be
you
able
want
to
to
take
get
that
to
potion
like
and give it to
Navarra and be
Navarra.
ready to give it to them, but you can't give it to them
Yes.
this turn.
Then let's do that.
Okay. You run this way. You have a potion ready for them. That brings us to this quasit. It will attack Alu again. Alu, let's see. Alu, you're up, right?
Yes. Would I need to roll for that potion?
Oh, right. 2d4 plus 2.
Gotcha. Okay. So the healing on that was 6 points of healing.
Oh my god, we have a bunch of helps I need to add. Okay, one moment. Yeah, go ahead and roll that healing, or and apply that. That's gonna be. Okay. Okay, that's that one. Then, that would be.
This is really
Leo.
feeling like a promote. This is it's tight.
Okay. Okay, got it. Alu, this thing will attack you then. That's going to be D20 plus 5. It does not have advantage anymore. That's a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
It misses. That brings us to your turn. Not your turn. That brings us to Iarno's turn. Iarno sees you scurrying around Valandor, and they will focus on you with a magic missile. This is going to be at 2nd level, so that's 4 bolts.
Yeah, for real.
That is going to be 11 points of force damage to you. Okay. That's 11 points of force damage to Valandor. That is their turn. They sort of like laugh, like, honestly, you're all really pathetic, you know that? As they say that, they yell at the Quasit to basically kill you. So this Quasit next to Penny, it's going to break away and run after Valandor. Penny, you have an opportunity attack if you want to attack, but I believe it has to be melee.
No, I can do something else.
What are you going to do?
Could use Ego Whip and really fuck it up.
Can you do that as an opportunity attack?
Yeah, it's when a creature promotes an opportunity attack by leaving my reach, I can take a reaction roll, make an intelligence save.
Sure. Yeah.
And then
do you
I
want
can
to do
make
that?
it really slow. I mean, yeah, these things are annoying as shit. Why
Okay.
not? Yeah, I've got one last.
All right, intelligence, not its strongest suit. What's it have to beat?
My spell save, so the 12 as per usual.
So it needs to roll a 14.
Yes.
That is an 11. What happens?
He subtracts. It's 10 feet of movement. He can't move. His movement is lessened by 10 feet. Subtracts the number rolled from the next damage roll before it makes on its next turn. Subtracts the number rolled from the next damage roll it makes before it's the end of its next turn.
What damage? So you have to roll something?
Is that the 4 that you rolled?
I get a no. It's my d6. I get a d6, and then whatever damage it does, it's minus that. So whatever he does next, he does 5 less damage.
Okay. Does he take 5 damage as well?
No, I think I just insult him. I don't really know how it works mechanically, but I'm pretty sure I just like freak him out.
This thing runs over and it still makes it to Valandor, but it's going to have a reduction on its attack. That is going to be just a flat roll plus 5.
Tell him that his dad doesn't like him or something.
That is a big
You're
old
the
miss
least favorite
as
child.
it runs up and swings at Valandor and misses. That brings us to Navarra. Give me a death save.
I know this is risky, and I know I have an ult, but I want to roll.
Okay.
Okay. What?
Take my advantage. Take an advantage from me. Take an advantage from me.
You have an advantage. I gave you one.
I do have an advantage. I do have an advantage.
I gave you one. I gave you one. I did it in the chat.
I'm gonna say this. On death saves, I will let you use just one advantage. But if it's a 1, it's a 1. So if you want to use one of your advantages, you can.
Yeah, I'll use one of my advantages.
Okay.
It's a 13.
13. That is a success. But you're still at 1 failure, 1 success. That brings us to Alucor. You're still up.
George, do you have any rules on casting spells with no spell slots?
What spell are you trying to cast?
Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds. If you're trying to help Navarra, I'll let you do that, but I would say it would cause as much damage to you as it's going to heal them.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about Navarra.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck, this is tense, gang. Alu's going to yell to Leo, don't look. And he's gonna cast Firebolt at Yarno.
Yarno. Okay, go for it.
Oh wait, there's a quasit on me, isn't there?
There's
Yes,
a closet
there
on
is.
you.
Yeah, I
Mhm,
forgot. They
mhm.
blend in. I really forgot about that one.
They
Okay,
do.
let me attack the quasit that's standing right next to me. All right, that's a 24 total to hit,
24. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
and that'll be 9 for the first swing. And is he still alive? How much health do quasits have?
Wait, do you have multiple firebolts you can do in one turn?
Oh no, I didn't. I went
Was
for
this
the
supposed to be
weapon
a
attack.
secret?
Oh, you went for a weapon attack. I thought you were doing
Yeah,
fireball
yeah,
because
yeah.
you told her don't look.
Yeah, I'm retconning that. I forgot
Oh,
about
okay.
the quasit.
Yeah, you're good.
before.
You're good. You're
Yarno,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how much damage you said?
It was 9 slashing.
9. You instantly kill this thing. It's dead.
Let's go.
Oh, they're stoppable.
Yeah. You
Amazing to
swipe
know.
through it. It screams and turns into this thick black ichor that splatters all over the ground, and it's just gone.
Gotcha. I guess the don't look can still stand for that, honestly.
Yeah.
They're just gremlins.
How far is
Wait.
Yarno from where I am?
Yarno is 40 feet from you.
Okay.
There's within 30 feet. There's another closet. Either Valandor's or Penny's.
I think I'll go towards Penny.
Okay.
With that quasit and lend aid.
Yeah,
Oh.
go for it.
Yeah, I'll use the offhand attack to hit that quasit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot how to play my character.
Taking a week
okay.
off will do that to you. It's been like 6 days.
That's a 12 to hit.
12 misses, unfortunately. You swing, it dodges out of the way. It will go ahead, and on its turn, it's going to attack. Penny, are you alive?
I get the health now. That I didn't do. It's 2d4
2d4 plus
what?
2.
Thank you.
Okay.
I get 7.
It will attack Alu then, because you
Sure.
are unconscious. That's going to be d20 plus 5. That's 13 to hit.
It does not hit.
It misses. That brings us to Penny. Your turn.
Little shit. So, this is just like scuttling around at our feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Yarno's just like looking at you over top. Oh, fucking bitch.
He's weird. I'll deal with him later. Penny looks at the guy on the ground, just gets real close and says, "You're the least favorite of all his familiars." And it's gonna cast
my
Mind Sliver.
Okay. Let's make a save.
That's incredible.
Make an intelligence save. You're the least favorite of all his kids.
Oh, Nick, I adore you.
Seriously? Okay.
6 plus 4. That's 5 damage total for this freak.
5 damage. It is still alive, but it looks up
sad.
and like it growls at Yarno. That brings us to Leo. Your turn.
Be my pet? Wait.
Okay. Oh shit. Am I within 60 feet of him? I think I am. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, 50 feet.
I'm gonna wind tunnel him from back there.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
That does
Oh, cause
hit.
wait. Oh, right, cause shield, right.
No, he's not going to shield. I just don't think he would be confident in your abilities. So go ahead, roll damage.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Ouch.
Shit.
7 damage, and his speed is reduced by 10.
You blast this wind tunnel. As you do, he feels this gust of wind, and as it hits him and it starts to like loses balance, he then goes to cast shield. As he brings it up, the force of the wind though knocks the thing that he's on down. It crumbles and he falls to the ground, taking that damage. You said it was 7?
7.
Yep. Okay, got it. That brings us to Valandor's turn.
I'm giving the potion to Navarro.
Okay, go for it.
Navarro, yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so that's your
Nice.
action. Do you want to do anything as a bonus action?
Can't do anything on my bonus, so I'm just going to
You
hang
could-
back.
Are you
What?
gonna? I was allowed to get you up last time by using my movement to get you up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I
Oh
guess.
yeah, you can help Navarra get to their feet. Yeah,
Perfect. So like, I'll
you help
bring
Navarra get to
up.
their feet as this Quasit attempts to attack you. That brings us to Yarno, who. All right, you're all starting to piss me off. And they are going to cast. Let's see. They are going to cast Firebolt. Let's see. 1
I
second.
heard fire and my heart stopped for a second. I was like, I've been counting the spell slots.
What do you mean? Gracie and I haven't been messaging this entire time, being like, maybe there's no slots left.
Count her down, count her down, count her down.
Firebolt, 1 second. Yeah. They will cast Firebolt. Who are they casting it at? Well, they saw Alu take down one of their Quasits, and they're gonna fire on Alu. That is gonna be let's see, that is okay. D20 plus. That is a 18 to hit you.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. That is going to be 7 fire damage to Alu.
I'm down.
They blast Alu, and then they will, with their action, with their bonus action, they are going to Misty Step over here. They like hop into the ditch, and then Misty Step, getting them up here on this ledge. That
How much
brings
damage was
us.
that
Say what?
How much damage is that? Sorry.
7.
7.
That brings us to the Quasit attacking Valandor. That is a 17 to hit. That is going to be a D4 plus 3. 6 damage to you, because I believe that hits. So 6 damage, and I need a con save.
I'm down.
Okay, you're already down? Got it. Okay.
This is so nice.
After doing that, it closes in on Navarra. That brings us to Navarra's turn.
Let's see. With that, they're going to, with their glaive, go for that closet.
Yeah, go for it.
That is a 16.
16 hits.
Sweet. Oh, that's a 10 plus 4, 14 damage.
You just cut this thing into pieces. Black ichor splatters all over the ground, and it's gone.
Fine. How many more are left? Just wanted to make sure.
There's just one attacking Penny.
No, we're friends.
They'll- No, they will go towards Yarno if
Okay.
if Penny's doing their we're friends.
Fine.
After he's
10.
like, okay.
15. He is above you, about 12 feet above you.
What is it? They can't do anything with their bonus if they can't reach.
Yeah.
But they're just going to look at them with this like menacing face, like, what are you going to do now?
Yeah, you like close in, ready to climb up on this thing, as they're looking down at you. That brings us to Alu. Give me a death save.
Okie dokie. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's an 18.
That is a success. That brings us to the closet next to Penny. Let's see how much friends you guys are. That is a 14 to hit you, Penny.
Oh, it hits my. It just hits the AC that I have, and if it meets, it beats it.
Yes. That is a six piercing damage to you, and I need a con save. You guys are friends, right?
I want to be friends.
She casts adoption process.
Why won't you let me have a little freak?
Leo's the cosmic force preventing this from happening. She likes traditions.
13 is 1 moment. 13 is a success.
Yes! I'm at 1 health.
Wow.
Oh god.
Penny, it's your turn.
Do
Please
I
fuck
want to
everyone
start?
up? Please fuck everyone up. Please fuck everyone.
I could cast friends on this thing and then just stick him on someone else that I actually have. I can like bring Alucard.
The thing go kill him.
Then oh, okay. I got one of these and I gotta get someone up in a substantial way. Penny's gonna cast the same healing spell that she's been casting this whole time on Alucard to get him beefier.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cure wounds. Let's go. What is this again? It's like I think I roll this, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Is that your whole
D8
turn? Or is there
or-
anything else you're gonna do?
I can't leave the closet, can I?
No, not without an opportunity attack.
He hates me.
Wait,
Yeah.
Alucard gets 9 back.
do you have a bonus action?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I could take. I don't want to smack him. He's nice.
From what you gather, he does not seem to have any care about killing you. But he, if you're gonna kill him, like he has to attack you because that's what he's been summoned to do. But
Yeah.
he would love to see Yarno die screaming.
Yes, he has a shirt that says that.
Does he weigh 10 pounds?
He wears it on Fridays.
How much does he weigh? He's small, right? He's small.
He's pretty small, yeah.
Does he weigh like 10 pounds?
Less.
Oh, yes! Okay. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and see if I can just like pick him up. Just like hold him high.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'm so
Like
good at Arcana.
holding a cat by the scruff like away
Yeah.
from you as it's
He's
trying to
upset, but he wants to love me. He wants to love 14.
14 is enough. You are able to pick him up as you're holding him with a mage hand.
Don't worry, you're okay. I'm just gonna I'll just like by the back of his neck, very much going with the cat thing. Just gonna okay.
Okay.
I
that
just
brings
hold
us
him high.
to Leo.
How is Yana looking at the moment?
Not great. He's pontificating right now about how Phandelver really needs a firm hand to help guide it, and heroes like you all just give them false hope.
I really need you to shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna wing on him again.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
That
shield up.
that normally would hit. He's going to cast his last shield to block it.
Last.
No.
Interesting.
I still stand by you. Shut the fuck up! Yeah. Turn around. I'm gonna go hide.
You're gonna go hide.
I'm gonna go take cover somewhere.
Okay,
like
you
whether
take
it's behind
cover
that
behind like
statue or
the
something.
statue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just back to that.
That brings us to Valandor. Give me a death save.
Okay. It's 14.
14. That is a success. That brings us to Iarno's turn. Iarno will look down at you, Navarra, and just say, pathetic. And then they're going to cast Firebolt at you.
Bitch.
That is a 24 to hit. That is 7 fire damage to you.
Uh-huh.
Are you still up?
Were you?
So they, no, they had 5 HP.
Okay. She goes down. And with that, they are going to Misty Step next to you, Leo. Honestly, you could have just stayed dead in my shop. Then you wouldn't have to have watched all your friends die.
I never died. You need to learn better.
Navarra, give me a death save.
It's a 10.
Let's go.
10. That is a success. Alu, I believe you have been healed, correct?
9 points.
Okay.
How far is Yarno from me?
One moment. That, Yarno, because he misty stepped foolishly to Leo, they are, 1 second. Let me do the math as I move you on the board. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 just puts you just a couple feet out of reach.
Drats. Okay. Then I'll move like 15 feet up towards his direction.
Got it?
And I will use a firebolt. We'll go firebolt for firebolt.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Roll the hit.
Shout out to Leo again. Don't look. That is a 23 total to hit.
That hits, busting through his shield.
Burn.
Burn.
That's gonna be 10 damage.
Nice. Okay. They get hit as they stagger back, the shield bursting from the flames. They hit against the wall. They yell at their Quasit to hurry up and kill you guys.
No, he's in the ceiling.
The Quasit will make a acrobatics check to try to break out of this grapple.
No, you're in air jail.
Nobody like air jail over the hole.
Right.
That's
Air
a big
jail.
fail. That brings us to Penny. It's your turn.
Penny, you're gonna just it's fine. Just hang out. Penny, he's within 60 feet. I can cast this. Okay. Penny's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on Yarno.
Okay, they have to make a save.
Yes, Wisdom.
Wisdom.
dumb enough.
Okay.
Wisdom.
What's he have to beat?
He has got to beat. 12.
12. Okay, so he needs to roll a 9 or higher. That is a 3.
Never
What's
works on
Distant
him.
Whispers doing? What's happening to Yarno?
In the background of his mind, the burning thing from Alucor is definitely hyping up, but more to the point, he's scared of this. He needs to use his action to move as far away from me as possible, because I'm the danger. But he just hears like the crackling of burnt flesh in the background. Leo's really pouring all of that imagery that he sent to her right back to him.
Yarno
It is just
goes
swapping the positions.
running as you basically build an towering inferno. So we see Yarno running through the woods, but in his mind, in his mind, the entire woods are ablaze and fire is everywhere, and it just seems to be closing in around him. In fact, it looks a little bit like this. It looks like this to him as he's running through the forest, flames burning around him. Does this do damage?
It does. It does 3d6 plus 4, which I will roll accordingly.
3d6.
6 plus 4, 16 damage. Psychic. I don't know if he has any resistances or if the damage is important. But...
He was at 7 hit points. So he goes
He
running.
dies terrified.
As flames around him. He is in immense fear. Alu, do you want to add to this fear at all?
Make him scared.
If I could, if this is what he's seeing is flames all around him, if Alu could, I know this is out of turn, but if Alu could use create bonfire under him to set him on fire. So he feels that.
See him crawling as he's being hit with these psychic visions, and you set the fire you set the ground afire below him, and so he starts to feel the actual burn. And as he does, he looks around, and you can see his eyes are like fully dilated. He's screaming. And then in that moment, Alu, you notice something off. Give me a perception check at advantage. You're the only person who can spot this.
Oh no. Okay, first one is a 21 total.
21.
Second one is 17. So 21.
17. You notice as Iarno burns, there's like a brief moment, like a flash or like a skip or a beat, where Iarno was like in one physical position, and now they're in another physical position, and the flames that were burning them don't look like he's burning anymore, but the fire is still around him. He's still physically there, but it's like he looks better than he did before. He looks at you and smiles, and he misty steps 30 feet away and goes into a full sprint.
You lied about the 7 hit points, you bastard.
I
No,
didn't
I don't think
lie.
he did. I don't think.
What?
Yeah, I have a theory.
You go to give chase, and as you do, you feel something like grabbing your leg. You look down, and in the flames, there's like this clawed hand that's reached out and is grabbing your leg as you go to give chase, and Iarno full books it, misty stepping and then giving a full 60-foot dash away, running into the forest. And you see them touch their hand. Leo, you, Penny, go chasing after them. Your friend's still down and unconscious, possibly bleeding out, but you give chase. And as you get within range, Iarno turns invisible. You are out of combat.
You should have hit him with Mind Spike.
Coward.
You guys are here in the woods. Iarno gone. Give me a death save, Navarra and Valandor.
Oh god, let's go fix them.
Yeah, no, let's go back.
I've got
13.
2
Okay.
of these left.
Do you guys have means
3.
to heal them?
Yes.
Yes.
I think Penny and I both have potions.
I've got
You start to heal them.
I've got 2.
You guys are all on the brink of exhaustion or death.
Christ.
Iarno's gone, but you've cleared out Cragmaw Castle. Gundren's alive. What's going through all of your heads? How do you feel in this moment?
I think there was a split moment after seeing the blip with Iarno and him trying to escape, where Alu thought about setting the forest on fire. Anything to get him. Anything to get him. But caught himself and focused on the hand that was like trying to pull him back. But look at the party, checking on Valandor, checking on Navarra. Are you well?
As well as I can be. Did you do it?
He got out. He blipped. For a moment, he was on fire. And then it seemed like he wasn't here. And then he was fine. And he ran.
Well, under the right amount of pressure, glass always breaks.
I'll just kind of like get up and then look around at everyone and sort of do like a similar thing. Yeah, it's pretty. I was straight up spin bars out here, you know. Just do my
As
thing.
bars.
Good.
Yeah,
It's good. It's good.
But wait, he ran, turned invisible. So then what were we facing? Was this all just a ruse? He wanted to engage with us, knowing very well that he could just keep going.
this is really just.
No, I think he was at his brink.
I think
And
there
the
was
coward
intervention.
runs.
Would I make any like hypothesis about what he did? Like how? What
I will
happened?
let you guys make your own assumptions, or if you want to make an Arcana check, if you don't have an idea and you want to
Well,
see if
I'm
you
just-
can figure it out.
I'm curious
I want
about
to make
like
an Arcana check.
what kind of arcane energy he was using.
Hmm
I want to vibe check.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I?
Navarra is
ritual
just
cast-
seeing that as just like,
There's
oh,
still the
they were
corpse
so
on the
close.
ground, right?
There's still what?
The corpse on the ground that grabbed Alu.
It was like a claw that had just held him, and then after
Right.
a moment, it slipped back into the fire.
Wow. Okay. Never mind.
I think Alu would say to the
Oh,
party.
air jail! Just Penny dispels the mage hand and catches the closet. Hello. My name's Penny. What's yours?
Grizzle.
Aw, you're nice. Penny puts them in her bag. You can stay in here. There's snacks in here. Be quiet. They don't know that I have you. So loud, everyone hears.
Penny, I'm gonna say you have them for a moment. They eventually, as the Arno gets far enough away from you, they just liquefy into like black ichor.
Aw.
But you do find something on the ground. One moment.
We have to kill him so that I can have my friend back.
You do find
And
something on the
other
ground
reasons.
that they must have dropped in the middle of the fight. It looks like this.
Whoa!
Is there?
Wow. Penny's gonna
Thanks,
get
Can
a
Griffin
I-
Saddlebag, for the awesome
Adorable.
magic item art, by the way.
Hell?
cute.
Is this? Oh wait.
It's like a golden tarot card, and it has an imp, or it has an image of Grizzle on it.
Instead of rolling Arcana for the guy, can I figure out what this thing is?
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Gracie, what were you trying to do?
Okay, well now I'm curious as I was running back what you said. You said he touched a necklace around his neck?
No.
No, you didn't. You
Oh,
said
well,
touched
he
something.
did something. He like grabbed himself to do invisibility, but that's like normal
Oh,
casting.
Okay, not like okay.
That wasn't the blip.
No, I was thinking normal casting, but I just wasn't sure
Yeah.
if it was like how I cast mage armor.
No.
Okay, cool. Then
I get a 23 on Arcana.
got nothing.
You think this might be a magical item that allows you to summon a closet?
Infinite friends.
Oh my god.
A closet. A singular.
Oh god.
Yeah, we know this is gonna be a trading card system right now, and
Penny's
Penny's just gonna have like
Penny pockets
kind
it.
of card captors occur
Penny
over
all
here.
of the
Yeah,
cards.
exactly. 100%.
We're all too old for this.
I
I
kind of
choose
thing.
you.
Come on.
Toss part.
Navarra, give me an insight check. Because you were asking about vibes earlier.
That was Penny, I believe.
Oh, I thought you were also asking about that.
They were, but yeah, I can do insight.
I think you would also be the one
18.
person to. Alu, if you wish to, you can cast Deception.
No.
You see gears turning in Alu's head.
They like step forward to Alucor enough to whisper around him, like pretty much like grabs him into a hug. What are you doing?
When my benefactor takes me, do you see anything? I don't know what it looks like from your end. I go somewhere, but I don't know what you see, if you see anything.
They do disappear for us, right?
You don't notice them disappearing. Were you sitting next to him when he was riding in the wagon and vanished?
No, they
I
weren't.
was.
No, we were
they
all
were
in the
front.
back.
We were all in the
Mhm.
back.
But I
Yeah.
was
And then-
next to him. He was in the front. I
Leo-
think
Yeah.
it was Val and I that would have been technically like next to him.
Yeah.
Leo, you think you remember something like that, but you thought it was just like a trick of the eyes. Like you thought maybe like a change of lighting maybe made you think that. You wouldn't have picked up on it in the moment, but it was
There was a moment that Alu did go in near Navarre, but it wasn't the carriage, right? It was something else.
After
no,
redraw.
that was the first time I believe.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh no, that was when you were talking to him.
Mhm.
Yeah, after his second or after his first favor, when he
Yeah.
got the second favor. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would have noticed something similar, but only with Alu like describing it, you realize, oh, did you go somewhere? Like you never thought that they went anywhere. You thought like it was your
Remembering.
fatigue or like lighting. I mean, imagine someone essentially skipping a frame in person IRL. That's essentially what you're seeing is them like shift slightly instantaneously with no movement.
You don't go far, but you do blink away. Where are they taking you?
I don't know. Varner's never said where it is. There are other people there. And I don't know if Varner is the one that pulled him, but when he should have died, he didn't. And then he acted like he was fine. That's what I felt when I fought the bugbear, when it nearly decapitated me.
They wanted you to hurt this man.
Yes, they wanted us to make him fear for his final moments. And we did.
We did. Not to kill him, but to fear. What are they playing at? And is there anything that Navarra could do to understand this like little moment with this blip or something that they would know?
You can give me a religion check.
It's not a religious person, but dang, you know what? That one is real. That's exactly how Navarra feels.
You have no
what god?
idea.
What are you asking, Navarra?
They'll look
Are
to
you-
Alucor as like, is this open to share?
Yes. He'll like
Then
touch forward,
straight
yeah.
to Leo and tell them everything like that Alucor just shared.
Can I roll that religion check?
Yeah, you can.
Let's see. That's a 22. It was
You
almost an at
start
one.
Thinking about it, and Alu was gonna die before this person saved them.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Huh?
Yano is going to die. Then he blips. He's back full health. Just like Alu. Oh god. So now he also has a benefactor.
Leo, you're saying this out loud. I'll go up to Alucor and just sort of like I'll stand next to him, like where it's like I'm facing one way, he's facing the other way, so I can just sort of like slightly whisper in his ear.
What do you know of your benefactor's alliances? Who else is present in your meetings?
No one I know. And could I roll for him to like rack his brain of like, because there's other people there.
Yeah,
There's Verna, but
it
there
looks
is
like a posh noble party.
Hmm.
You see nobles of various races and different political standings and things like that.
What I want to try to figure out is like if there's any sort of significant like insignia or identifiable features of that place when they go. Like he'll think of like the hourglass that Verna used, and like if there's any sort of accoutrement.
Give me a perception check. This will just say this is like from your time being there.
Damn, that's a 7.
No, you're not usually in those kind of wealthy places. But if you want to answer Val's question, the easiest thing to do would be to ask.
I think Alu will look to Val and just say, I don't know anything. I know they use an hourglass. I know they must enjoy impossible decisions that they have adventurers take, but I do not know anything about them or the other people that are in that room. I don't know what it is.
Alu, you do know one more thing, though, from your first time being there. You know they had a scrying orb. You know that's how they saw you. And if they had anything to do with what happened to Yarno, they had to have been watching.
I think after he had said what he just said to Val, he would have like a aha moment. There's a scrying orb. They're always watching.
So they're playing both sides?
I don't know if they have sides.
He's looking for an advantage.
They've
Recruit as
gotten
many
both
as
sides.
possible.
I think they're playing.
The fact I'm not
Wait.
sworn to secrecy with this pact confuses me.
Well, it could be a thing where this individual, this benefactor, likes to see which side will eventually come on top and align themselves in their favor.
Can I ritual cast Detect Magic
Sure.
as we're talking? And as we're talking, I would just like to pace around and see if I detect any sort of residual magic.
Yeah, there's a little bit of divination magic in the air. That's not usually something you react to, given
But I haven't used
your
it.
own proclivity for it, but
I haven't. I'm spent. I'm tapped out of
yeah.
that energy.
As Leo is pacing around, they're just asking Alu about the claw and where the fire was, where they started the firebolt. Navarro's just wants to see where that claw came from. Could they do a check on that?
Yeah, you see there's like scorched marks in the grass and burnt leaves.
Could they do a check to find out where they originate? Like, is it underground?
You give me an Arcana check. Or survival, I would say.
Could Alu
Survival.
help with this? Like going
Sure.
to that spot and looking as well?
That's a 15.
You, looking at it, you smell sulfur.
I knew. Navi is sniffing on the ground, pulling it to their face, looks up to Alucor, and whispers in a different language, just fuck.
What is it, Navi?
You're a benefactor. Could they not be in this plane?
I think that's plausible. When Yarno disappeared, it looked like he wasn't here.
This is different. We are playing in a game that is they will look to Alucor and just help them back up. The whatever the remnants of the claw was, they're just like stomping it down. We need to find Yarno.
I don't disagree. I don't, but we'll need to be careful. Very careful.
I wonder how many favors they're gonna have about us.
I think Alu's stomach is just gonna like drop.
As it plummets, you start thinking about your choices and what this might mean for your friends, and suddenly you're not here anymore.
God damn it. Whoa, new place.
All right, bro,
Hello.
lock in.
Oh,
Lock in,
boy.
bro.
Here we go.
Yeah. Don't look at the face, you know?
I just want to say what a lovely job you
Look at the face. Look at the face.
Don't look down.
Oh no, she's hot.
Don't do it.
No. We're enjoying this. We're enjoying this.
Thank you, Karis, for the art of Verna,
Thank
based on the
you,
amazing token by
Karis.
Forgotten Adventures.
Thank you, Garrett.
Oh my god, Karis, I love you.
Karis, can I pay for more of these? Hi.
You can reach out to Karis. I can't stop you. You suddenly find yourself here, and you're back at the same place. There's nobles around, eating, drinking, dancing. Darling, you did wonderfully well. Thank you so much. That is 2 favors down.
You wouldn't have anything to do with Yarno disappearing, would you?
Well, I just offered him the same thing I offered you. Much easier to negotiate with him thanks to you striking the fear of burning, I suppose, into him.
What is your angle?
I'm trying to help. Don't you think he'd be a valuable asset for us later on?
Us?
Well, if you're going to save this small little town of yours, you haven't found the spider yet.
That's true.
Well, as it so happens, Yarno was happy to divulge tons of information to me in exchange for, more leniency on our deal, of course.
What kind of deal did he make? How
The
many
same as
favors?
you. He owes me some favors.
What is this place?
This is my abode. These are my friends.
He'll
Doesn't need to
have,
be
like,
more complicated than that.
He'll kind of angle down his look, his eyes at her like, I saw this man blip. Like, I need more than my house.
What do you say? What are you trying to do to make them tell you more?
It's definitely not intimidation, but it is more so. I think he is genuinely curious of like where he is and what this is, because he does not know what's going on still. As many visits that they've had, as many times he's been blipped, there are more questions than there are answers with this arrangement, this person, this place. and catching that Yarno disappeared, didn't die, and lived just like Alu did, Alu's like, I need answers.
Do you, though? Will they really make things easier? Sometimes not knowing is actually, well, it's actually safer that way. Less to stress about, really.
Sometimes not knowing leads to manipulation.
Well, darling, we're well past that.
He kind of, not snarls, but like there's a grimace, like, yeah, I've been got for sure. Fine. Keep your secrets, but why do you let me talk about this?
Does it matter?
I suppose not.
Well, there you have it. See, it's really straightforward. You have 7 more favors you owe me. Yarno has some he owes me. He actually owes me 13 favors, thanks to you and your negotiating, of course.
Yes, I'm sure you've given him a great deal. What is the paper
No,
say?
I really haven't. But that's not really beside the point.
So why do you take me now?
I want to say you did well. I also want to let you know that this whole nasty affair with the spider, well, like I said, Iano gave me some information. I know where you can find them, along with Gundren's brothers.
And where would they be, Verna?
Turns out Gundren has found a place called Wave Echo Cave. Now, you can wait for him to wake up, and he might tell you more about it, but I can tell you exactly where to find it so you and your friends can start preparing early.
Alu is approaching, or at least trying to approach every bit of this conversation with a caution. He probably feels there's a trap behind every sentence, behind every bit of information that she does divulge. He'll kind of like nod his head. Sure. Yes, we'll take care of Gundren. Do you have a third favor yet?
No, not yet. I think when you get closer to the spider's hideout, I'll think of something. But besides, there's no rush. We have a long relationship ahead of us.
It seems I have no other choice.
Not really.
Lovely. So, is this chat over then?
You say that and you are standing amongst your friends once again.
As he reappears, he looks to everyone going down the line.
This time, Navara and Leo, you definitely noticed the blip. Penny and Val, you are like, did my eyes just, like, for you, you haven't experienced it once. So this is the first time and you're like, wait, what just happened?
And we're not looking for it.
So,
What did she say?
It's Verna. It's Verna. My benefactor. She's been watching. Yarno struck a deal. And she told me fuck all about where I was. But he looks to Navarre. I can assume the worst. But she was willing to help us find the next location, and I'll share with them about the cave and taking care of Gundren, who might also have some information as well.
Wave Echo Cave. We know about that, right?
You
Yeah,
know
we
Heard
of
the
it.
name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You know that was a place that Gundren had hoped he had found again. And as Alu starts explaining where it was, Valandor, your stomach lurches as he explains where you can find it in the mountains, a landmark, the look of the cave entrance, the things you might encounter there. You've been there before.
Are you sure this is the only location? You're certain of this? I say to Alucor.
Yes. Does that...
And there isn't any other path we can take. There's only the way through.
Is Valandor hiding his energy right now, or is it very transparent?
It's like I went from like really kind of like secretive and supportive to all of a sudden like scared and somewhat distant.
I think Alu would put out an arm, like a very gentle touch on like the back of the elbow. I'm sorry, friend, it is that location, but is there something more we should know?
I just like kind of like brush it off, but then I kind of like catch myself. I'm like, no, it's quite all right. I apologize. We'll be fine. We can journey. We can journey together. We can do this as a team. But where we are going, only darkness waits for us. Ace, hollow, silent darkness invites you in, creepingly enticing you. Where we go, there is no guarantee we will return the same.
Alu will look at Valandor with a concern, but will change to like a determination. You told me that I'm on a good path, and I agree. So where there is darkness, we will be the light.
And then I just like press up really close to you and I'm like, but here, there is no safety. The path you walk, my friend, I will walk with you. But this, I never wanted to go back.
I understand. I do. I do not know the dangers of this place, but know that we go together, all of us. And he looks at the party. This is not something you face alone.
I just sort of like look back at everyone and it's like Navarra, Leo, and then like Penny. As like Penny has been demonstrating this like immense strength and like mind-blowing power, but there is still this sort of like presentation of like innocence. And I just sort of like look, and I look back at Alucor and we must stick together. We must act as one. We cannot fall for the tricks of tricks of the mind, tricks of the spirit. We cannot lose them.
Alu will look to Leo and Penny, and then to Navarra, and kind of like hold the look for a little bit longer than the rest, and then back to Valandor. We've got you. We can do this.
Kind of like a passed off, you know, engaging with what you're saying, but sort of like knowing a deeper truth, sort of going, well, we shall see, my friend. But I trust in us.
I'm sure we will have a tale or two, hopefully once we return.
For sure. And I'll turn to the rest of them. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not good. Penny, thank you. I downed twice and you saved me twice in a day.
No problem. There's a man tied up in a bathtub, and I'm
Gundren, yes.
pretty sure
I'm running.
You're welcome.
The party races off to find Gundren, who is safe and sound, still unconscious in the bathtub. As they race off in that direction, that is where we will stop for today's episode and our season. We will be back in about a month or so. We have some improvements we want to make to the show. So we're going to be working on that. Before I continue about announcements and stuff, I want to first say to everyone in the chat, we are now doing the giveaway. All you have to do to enter to win a copy of Foundry Virtual Tabletop and as well a copy of the Phandelver and Below module for Foundry that lets you run this campaign very easily. All you need to do is type in !Foundry in chat. And if you do that, we will pick a winner from you. We will also pick one from the YouTube comments. So among YouTube comments and the people who entered today, we will pick one of you to be the winner. So go ahead and put those into chat, !Foundry to enter. So while everyone's doing that, we will be gone for about a month. During that time, we have some improvements to the show we want to make. Again, big shout out to the wonderful Karis who helped us. One moment. Helped
Somebody's
us
do the
with
part
this
like you wanted me
amazing
for
art.
this.
I had to focus so hard.
We got it.
Look at her
We're
face.
just
She
fully
pops
like,
up.
Mommy,
look at her
mommy.
everyone
This is
just
supposed to
cannot.
the mark like you wanted me, just flashing back and forth between all of us.
Yeah.
And her looking down at us.
The one moment. I want to show the token because the token that's so good. Let's see. I mean, nope. I don't know why it's doing that. That's fine.
Nothing else.
But
Sure, this is
there's a
good.
token that is
fine.
dead on accurate to this art. So thank you so much, Karis, for bringing that to life. It's very, very cool. And Verna, we finally got to see her face. And yeah, I'm real sorry that Yarno got away.
Is this why you said, like, please don't hate me?
Please don't hate me. Yeah.
Is this? Okay.
Yeah.
See, honestly, I was expecting something very different and much worse.
Yeah.
So you like set my expectations way up here, so I can't even be mad.
So not that bad. Okay, great.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yo, it's,
So
you're,
I can
you're so
make most
fine.
of your bad guys into minions of a bigger bad guy later. That's
No.
cool. All right, great.
Love
No,
that.
you
Love that, love
played
that.
your ploy.
We're
That's
killing him next time.
We're
I
killing him
swear
next
to God.
time. Reminder, !Foundry to enter into the giveaway. I'm gonna let that go for another like 2 minutes. So !Foundry, just type it into chat. Right now we have about 8 people have entered. So and cast, if any of you guys want to enter it as well, you most certainly can. Because this is a wonderful gift by the people at Foundry. If you feel like you might, well, I guess you know what? I don't want any of you guys to win the module. I don't want you to be able to see everything. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but it's going to be
If
similar
one of you guys
to
win,
the
I'll just buy
horrors
you a
that you
copy of
have.
Foundry.
Yeah. Got it.
So yeah, what else we got going on? Yeah, that's it for this show. That's also it for Fears and Fortunes. They had their finale last Wednesday, so we will be on break. Reminder to please go and subscribe to our YouTube, youtube.com/Forgotten Adventures. Over there, we have all the episodes posted if you want to rewatch any of them. If you haven't seen Fears and Fortunes, but you're watching this show, recommend that you start binging that in the break.
Put all the questions for all the finale for this one
yeah.
and the Fears and Fortunes in the YouTube so we can answer them next week, because otherwise I'm just just going to ask George like 6 times, "How dare you?" And that's
Well,
not fun.
You
But,
can
like-
you can put your comments on any of the videos. I'm going to count all the comments we have as potential entries for the Q&A. So any of our videos for Phandelver or for Fears, just leave your questions and comments in there. Anything you want us to address in the Q&A, we'll be doing that. I've also opened up the Q&A to the cast members. They can submit questions as well, things they want to know about, like behind the scenes or like the process on some of this stuff. And yeah, okay. All right, last minute for people to enter, ! Foundry to enter into the giveaway for a copy of Foundry Virtual Tabletop and a copy of Phandelver and Below, the official module for this campaign, which will work with Foundry. Let's see, anything else? Are you guys excited? I mean, we wrapped up.
Can we play next week? Let's just not take a break.
Can the
we
Q&A
don't know.
session be
Go
a
for it.
session?
Yeah, let's
Session
play.
be a
Can we
session.
role play our
And then
characters?
do questions
Just
while we're
role
playing?
play we're just hanging out.
It'll be a bit of role play, a little bit of therapy rather, Of course, as always, we have to give a big shout out to our friends at Forgotten Adventures. They make all of the amazing maps that you see us use on this show, including this place. Did this load right? One moment. Activate. Including this wonderful location. This is one of their maps, the Ruined Temple. It's actually really cool. I'm going to show you guys some stuff about it real quick. So see how it's just a pit? It could also have, if I just double click on this thing that's up here on the right, double click on, now there's a tree there, or there's a grave, or it's a grave that's haunted. Just by double clicking, I can also swap out that statue to be like a knight. We could also make this into like a sun temple. Yeah, so now there's like sun motifs everywhere. And I think we can also add like mist. So yeah, it's all the stuff that you can do in Foundry. Plus there's like the collapsible terrain pieces, like this can fall over. Or this piece over here, if you guys had attacked him really bad up here, this could have collapsed and he would have fallen as well.
Because you did it earlier. That was so cool.
Yep. When he was up here, this piece. So yeah, really nifty stuff. This is all made to you by Forgotten Adventures, who also makes our awesome new tokens. We're hoping to release these tokens along with the Fears and Fortune tokens as a pack that you can have and start using in your virtual tabletop games. Hoping to do that by next season. So we're going to be working on that during the break. Okay, I think that's it for time. Let me just go ahead. I'm going to pick a winner. Okay. So I owe Gracie a copy of Foundry. That's on me. I'm buying that for you because you actually won.
Oh my gosh.
But for the winner of the actual prize from the audience, that is going to be Muselch. Muselch, congratulations. I'm going to send you the codes for it. I have to talk to the people at Foundry. They promised this, so I will get them to send that over, and I'll get it to you as quick as I can. But yeah, it'll be a copy of Foundry, the virtual tabletop, and Phandelver and Below. I keep trying to say Defenders of Phandelver, but that's the name of our show. That's not the module, but it's the same thing.
Question, George.
Yeah.
How are you going to get in contact with them? Should they join
I'm
the
already
Discord?
in contact with them.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool.
Muselch, Muselch comments on all of our stuff. I will message them on Twitch. Otherwise, I might message them on Discord. They've been a very active member of the community. So, hey, congrats. That's awesome. So yeah, I'll be in touch. I'll get that to you. That is it for us, guys. Have a wonderful break. For my players, I just want to let you know that even though we'll be on break, if you want to reach out and plot stuff, or if you want to help me make the show better, we can work on it. I can give you guys some stuff that we need done. See if we can improve the show and the channel a bit. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, credits. Let's go. And